A handful of days ago, you were asked, well, kind of forced, to search for and assassinate Gerlinda Riverbuck, a local crime boss and former employer of Ember Delight. After talking with some various contacts in Tano, you found out that she was holed up on a not too distant island in an abandoned fortress, once used by the old Tanoan rebels. Getting there was no easy feat, and you braved toxic fog, lizardfolk guards, and even a wyvern, but you eventually made it inside without too much injury. Once inside, a puzzle involving a music box and piano stairs was solved, and you were greeted by the spirit of a long-dead rebel. He introduced himself as Everett Keen Reed, Scald of the Sturdy Fern Rebels. After learning that his physical body had been desecrated by Gerlinda, the party offered to help out, and in return, Everett gifted Morrigan his old Keyblade, a great sword imbued with musical magic. Venturing down into the basement, you finally encounter Gerlinda, a portly and elderly halfling woman taking her time to drink a cup of tea. She offered Ember a cup, but he declined. With a simultaneously familiar and callous demeanor, she regaled the story of Ember stealing from her, and eventually, with tensions rising, she briskly teleported and attacked Ember with some magical beams. With surprising speed, the party managed to bring her down, but just when she appeared dead, she transformed into her true form, a terrifying black dragon. And with the dust settling, you immediately found yourselves in the lair of said dragon. You prepared for a very tough fight. With support from Morrigan and Ember, heavy damage from Embers and Sunny, and defense from Lawrence, the party managed to get Gerlinda quite weakened. However, with a last reserve of strength, she let loose a torrent of acid from her maw, dousing Ember, Lawrence, and Sunny. All three were massively hurt, but Ember, unfortunately, was caught in the worst of it. As he fell, life force leaving him, Lawrence rushed over, desperately trying to heal him. Simultaneously, a heavy thump heard echoed throughout the cave, with a large ballista bolt emerging from the thick canopy overhead. The bolt, fired from an unknown source, impaled Gerlinda to the wall, allowing Sunny an easy shot. With a large shark's tooth and a catapult spell, Sunflower brought an end to the reign of Gerlinda. Now, as the party gathers around the lifeless corpse of Ember Delight, the world is yours.
I'd like to continue trying to cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah, Lawrence, you are slamming every healing spell you can think of into this body. The whispers are just, echoing in your head. It was never enough.
Morgan
Sunny's
is...
gonna. Oh,
Sorry, go
you
ahead.
go.
Oh, I was just gonna say Morgan is just breathing heavily and just shocked at the situation before him.
Mm-hmm.
Sunny's gonna head over to Lawrence and I was gonna say get down on his level, but for real, Sunny's his height anyways. Kind of put a hand on his shoulder and it's I might have something that might help, but you need to stop doing this because it's not working.
Sorry. Yes, please.
Okay. Well, first let's move him from that puddle of acid. I think that would be best.
Right, will do. And I'm gonna try to drag him out of the puddle, or what's left of him out of the puddle.
Make a medicine check.
Okie dokie.
Do I need to make one too?
If you would like to help him, Lawrence, you can make it with
Yeah,
advantage.
I would like to help.
Would that give me advantage, or
Yes.
is that
Okay.
There's a very slim chance that it's better than what I rolled. Let's find out.
It's advantage.
Okay, I got a 22.
Whoa.
Sweet.
Okay, so you managed to, identify the weakest points of his skin and bones and whatever internal organs might be still intact, and managed to carefully and gingerly, with the help of Morrigan and Sunny, move his body from the puddle of acid and to a much safer, cleaner place without causing too much additional damage to the body.
Okay. I have never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure what would happen. All I hope is that it would work. Sunny then tries to kneel down next to Ember's body, and he casts Revivify
Okay.
on the corpse.
So, Sunny, you reach into your pack and pull out your life savings. Your savings for something that is very special to you. And you gingerly take out a sack and pour 300 gold pieces worth of diamonds in a ring around Ember's body. And you gingerly trace your finger around the ring of diamonds, imbuing all of them with magic, and start tracing a lattice work of sigils across the entire ring, going over Ember's body almost like a tattoo. And you're not sure how you're doing it, it's just seemingly to come natural to you. I'm going to do a little bit of a change from how Revivify works by the rules. So, it's inspired by Critical Role, because they have a very cool way of doing it. 3 people help this ritual by giving something that is important to them in assistance to the ritual, or by saying important words about the deceased. So who would be the first person to help out in this ritual?
I think I have an item. I'm just looking for it. Never mind. I don't have the item. Wait, yes, I do.
This doesn't mean it consumes the item. It's just, you kind of use it as a focus.
All right,
Or so you think.
This is
Or
more of just like
so
a
you think.
role play kind of thing.
Important to Ember?
No, not just Ember, but important for you that you kind of connected to Ember in some way. Basically, it's very open-ended. Just how are you going to help this ritual? How are you gonna throw your soul into this?
I'm going to take out the bottle of speakeasy that I have, and I'm going to present it to the sigils and all that, Sonny drew, and I'm going to say, Ember, he is a troubled soul, that's for certain, but he's got a long way to go. And that, I mean that as in he's not ready. The world isn't ready to let him go. So, whoever's out there, please bless him and let him continue thriving.
And as you place the bottle within the circle, there's a faint magical surge, and the bottle begins to float slowly above the corpse, held aloft by this. Funny, what color is your magic?
Yellow.
Yellow, held aloft by the
It's
soft
only
yellow
yellow.
glow.
Oops, sorry. Morgaine is going to just pat around himself, and he remembers something. He's going to pull out from his pack a dagger that is in the shape of a golden feather. And he is going to gently place it before Ember and say, "This dagger was given to me by Karak herself in hopes that I would help save people that she had a duty to protect, but in the end, you were the one that ended up saving those people. So in that, you are a better man than I. You're the hero in this situation, Ember.
And once again, with the dagger placed, soft surge of energy, it begins to float next to the bottle of speakeasy. One more person can speak.
Embers is not in the huddle. He's still by the dragon.
Okay. And if you're not going to speak, Sunny, are you going to do anything to help?
Oh, I guess so. I'm already doing so much. Anyways, let me look through my stuff. I guess. What do I have? I don't even have anything that could help. I don't think. What did you say? Kind of stuff.
Anything important to
Like-
you that kind of holds meaning to you and might hold meaning to like Ember or something. It's really not anything specific.
Do you have the letters on you?
I don't think Sunny keeps it on him. Should I? I don't know how to connect that to Ember, but Sunny pulls them out, like neatly folded with his good hand. He kind of goes inside of his shirt and pulls out a bunch of neatly folded letters or paper, and sets it down. I only know so much about Ember through Emers's letters. I bet they're not the best words about him, but still words about him. But these letters I hold dear to me, so I hope that in return they can help in some way.
And same as before, the letters float up, and with this third kind of blessing, all three of them kind of the ring emanates this large pulse of energy redirected up into these three objects and then redirected straight down into Ember's kind of chest area. And with that, it's a very quiet song. Turn it up a little. Ember,
Yeah.
you watch as your former boss hovers on tattered wings above you. With a cackle, her fanged maw opens and issues forth a stream of sickly green acid. You try to dodge out of the way, but prior injuries make it too difficult. You're caught right in the worst of the deluge. Your charcoal skin begins to burn and melt on contact with the liquid. Milliseconds feel like hours. As the stream eventually slows down, mercifully, you can only barely make out blurry shapes in the vicinity. Your mind is overloaded with pain, and you can feel your body, which is well past its limits, starting to shut down. At some point, you slumped to the ground, but you can't remember when. By the time you can make out the armored figure of Lawrence rushing towards you, your limbs are no longer responding to your commands. The half-orc crashes to your side, tearing off his gauntlets to try and surge healing magic into you. He's yelling for help, but you know it's too late. Maybe you could have fought it for just a little longer, but your body is so tired, too overwhelmed, and it's too much. So you finally let go and die. Death isn't quite what you expected. Not quite, at least. You feel as if you were skipped upon the surface of a lake of water. Your body bounces for a few times on the surface, before splashing to a standstill. You're able to take in the beautiful sight above for only a brief moment. A sight of countless silver blue threads snaking and threading themselves into a latticework high above, before you start sinking beneath the water's surface. Just before you go under, a thick cord high above snaps under tension. The water consumes you. When you come to, you find yourself in a familiar location. A small courtyard just barely avoids the shadows of the surrounding taller patchwork buildings. Of course, this courtyard is familiar to you. After all, you helped the locals turn it into a community garden. A small beacon of calm in the slums. There was never much impressive growth here, but it really was the thought that counted. Looking around, your eyes land on someone pruning a small tomato plant. A very, very familiar fire ganassi. She's as beautiful as when you last saw her, skin turned an ashy white over the ears, but still softly glowing red underneath, like a smoldering charcoal. And she turns to you and balks. Oh, Simon, my love. No, it's much too early for you to be visiting me. Please, tell me this is a mistake. Please, my son.
I just hug her. I just hug her. Hey, Ma.
No, what happened?
Well, oh, how you always said I shouldn't get involved with all them gangs. Well, I did.
You shouldn't have. I should have done
Not exactly.
better for you.
No, absolutely not. You did the best you could. None of this is your fault. I had a good childhood considering. We had this, we had the garden, we had each other, and it was all I needed. It was good, Ma. It was good. Okay?
No, I know. But you had so many years ahead of you.
I don't know. Did I? If I stayed in the town, I wouldn't have lasted much longer. The outside world is much less dangerous. You know, being killed while ridding the world of a giant black dragon, I think that's about as good as I can get.
A black dragon?
Oh yes, no, then Galinda, you know, the crime boss, she's a black dragon, and we fought her, and she killed me, but...
Oh. But you...
I really hope she's dead. That's not the point.
I suppose that is... It's more than most people can hope to do with their life.
Yes, well, you used to read me all those stories when I was a child, you know, heroes fighting monsters, and like, you know, I thought I would give it a try. Not terribly good at it, but trying.
No, don't talk about yourself like that. I'm sure you were very good.
I think only you and I would say that.
And who else opinions matter?
You're right. You're right.
Of course I'm right.
So, is it? Is this what's after death? It's just a garden? I'm not complaining, this is better than I expected.
It's whatever you want it to be, really. This is of your creation.
I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed in my own imagination. You know, where's the grand palace? Where's the servants? God isn't bad.
Really have been what you wanted?
I don't know. I don't know what I wanted. You know, back when I was growing up with you, it was about survival. It was about, you know, two of us living another day. I didn't have time to think what I wanted. After you, you know, you were no longer here. It was grief, and I just needed something to numb the pain, and so I used gold for it, and I left, to simply leave, get away from things. It wasn't something I wanted with my life, it was a basic need. No, I don't know what I want to do with my life, but who cares? It's done.
Not done. No, you have a whole nother thing, a whole nother experience. Here, now. And all the time in the world now to think about what you want. It just...
But what does it matter? We're dead. Can you want things in dead? Isn't it just happiness?
Are you not happy to see me?
I'm overjoyed to see you. My heart broke when you died, and, well, it's not healed, but you know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm feeling. I died.
It is tough to deal with. I know. And I wish I could do anything to help you. But it's an individual experience, as I learned years ago.
You made sure I made it past childhood. You've done more than enough. I did not make it easy for you.
We were not dealt a good hand in life.
No, we were not.
And I wish I could do anything to change that, but I've spent many months here. And I think it's okay. It's not good, but it's okay. And okay is all the best we can do sometimes.
That's it? Okay for the rest of eternity?
No. Okay during our lives, but here, can do anything.
That is an exciting prospect, I have to.
Just try to envision something happening.
But Embers can imagine them in a big mansion full of gold and other rich people stuff. He doesn't really know what that is, so it's just imagining rich people stuff.
And almost like a dream. All these kind of minuscule blue threads unravel the current scene around you and tie themselves into a opulent, sort of cathedral-esque room. Lined with gold, just almost exactly as you imagined. It might not be realistic, as you've never been inside one of these buildings, but from the outside, way down the streets, you can only imagine what the interior looks like.
Yeah, now that I imagine it, as impressive as I thought. I expected better for myself.
See? I don't think you really wanted this. I unfortunately don't know what exactly you want, but... Oh. You have plenty of time to figure it out.
Yes, I believe so.
And should you want, you don't have to stay here. There
What do you
are
mean?
choices, decisions, and pathways you can choose to leave forever. Set your spirit in a place locked away, unraveled essentially, as it were, and not exist fully anymore.
What, mindless bliss?
No, just nothing. As if you were experiencing time before you were born.
Well, that sounds dull.
I believe it would be, but should you get tired of this place, there's only one place to go afterwards.
Well, let's try a little bit of everything, and then we can move to the next option.
I would like nothing more than to spend many more years with you, if that's what you want. There's so much left unsaid. And as this happens, like behind your mother, a pinhole of light kind of starts to open, almost like a portal. There
Is
is...
that supposed to happen?
I don't know. Never seen this before. As this kind of pinhole expands into a oval, you hear voices coming from the other side. You hear Lawrence talking, saying things about a bottle of speakeasy. You hear Morgan talk about a gift from Karak and how you were a much better hero than he was. You hear Sunny talk about how he didn't know you very well, but knows that you have more time here. And your mother speaks once again and says, "Oh, I've heard of this happening before to some... With powerful friends, they have a way to bring spirits back to the land of the living."
Bring me back?
They can bring you back, but you would leave me behind. But that is what should happen. You have many more years ahead of you.
I can't leave you again.
I-
Here, alone.
I'm not alone. There are other people here, people I loved. But as much as I would like you to stay, and as much as another part of me wants you to experience your life and live it to the fullest, I can't make this decision for you.
I'll be back soon, Mom. Not too soon. Soon. I'll make you proud, okay? I'm gonna do my best.
Nothing
Make you
more than to be proud of my son. I already am killing a dragon. Oh my goodness. You will do great things. And I will see you again. And it was great while it lasted. I'm so glad I got to see you again.
You too, Ma.
Are you sure?
Too. I think I need to. I'm not done there.
You have good friends. Keep them close.
I really think I do.
She pulls you in for a long, tight hug.
I'm proposed tight.
And she gives you a kiss on the cheek. Now, I doubt they can hold that connection open for very long. I will wait for you.
I'll come back and I have plenty of stories and good things. Just
I can't wait to hear everything. You were always the best storyteller. I love you, Simon.
bye, Mom. Love you too. And I walk through.
As you walk through, leaving the world that you created behind, you feel as if you're floating through water. You float back to the top, and there a pair of silver threads are there waiting for you. They begin to wrap around you, splitting into a multitude of tinier and tinier threads. And after a moment, you go blind, you lose all sensation, and you wake up. You see Morgaine, Lawrence, and Sunny all hovering over your body, and you feel the uncomfortable sensation of body parts being created and moved around, and you're back.
Also, DM.
Yes.
I remember a while back you talked about, when bringing it back to the dev, you wanted to add the characters might have some permanent scarring. Might I change Embers' look a little bit after he comes back to life?
Absolutely.
So I think as Ember is basically put back together, the side of his face is melted by acid, looks almost shrunken in and ashen, as if, an ember that's almost dust. And the usual lines across his skin which glow with red fire, all of them seem to be extinguished, and instead it's almost like it's green oily liquid running through him instead. As if all the fire has replaced just a tiny bit of acid. And one side of his hair, the one where it has it seems to be almost balding, and the little hair that is instead almost obsidian black, same as his skin, instead of the usual vibrant flaming red.
Absolutely.
That's how Ember looks now.
And
I'm gonna run after him and hug him and stop into his shoulder.
Oh, Sunny's gonna. We should. Never mind.
Oh dear. Oh, Lawrence.
You brought a person back to life who died.
Yeah, there's a first time for everything, I guess.
Sonny, this was you.
Yeah. Your death wouldn't have been very good for anyone, especially those that care for you a lot, so.
Okay, you don't have to say anymore. You saved me. We're cool. Just...
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
And Sunny kind of, wipes his face quickly. He's not crying, he's just.
There's just water coming out of his eyes.
The sweat.
It's a sweat. Lawrence, I think you should give Ember a little bit of space. I know you're very excited to see him, but he did just come back from being very much dead, so.
Yes, darling, I appreciate the sentiment, but your armor is heavy.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And your body is still repairing.
Yep.
You see these kind of...
the snap of his shoulder going into place. Oh, that's better.
Yeah, it's he's turning less from zombie Ember and more into, a very different Ember now. You see the damage that you kind of expect to re-stitch back up. Some of it doesn't. Like the side of his face is just kind of different now. And Ember, would there be any sort of indication on what just happened on you?
I think...
Like tears?
Yeah, I do. Not quite tears, but they're very clear that the Ember's eyes that he's emotional. It's nearly tears, His eyes are watering up, but he's holding it. Just at the edge.
This isn't exactly what I expected to experience when I joined all of you, but welcome back to the land of the living. You'll be happy to know that, the beast has been slain, and he'll gesture to the giant dragon corpse nearby.
As you gesture, you can see that Emerus is just standing on the dragon's head and repeatedly destroying it
Okay, so
Like
let's...
the entire time Ember has been being revived, he's just shredding it.
How is he shredding it?
Well,
Like,
I'm
is he just
happy to see you
stabbing?
too, Emmy.
Is he just stabbing it with his
Full
rapier?
goblin mode.
With his dagger.
He's just slashing it and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Is he
think
trying
he's
to harvest?
okay.
Is he trying to harvest anything?
No.
Okay,
Dang
Sunny's
it.
gonna go over there to Emrys. Hun, I think it's very much dead. You don't have to keep going.
He'll like glance up and like pause and then like take a couple more stabs. It's fine. They got it before. I'm just making sure it's in this another stab.
And as you kind of
Sunny,
are stabbing the dragon, you hear this voice echo. I think it's done stabbing my corpse.
Say that again?
I think you're done stabbing my corpse.
God damn
Am I
it, I
hearing
thought this
that in
bitch
the
was
room or in my
dead.
mind?
Yeah, in the room.
Okay. When he hears that, he's gonna pick it up, both hands on it, and stab it directly in its eye.
It doesn't hurt.
What?
And you see kind of like a shimmer of the dragon where its physical body remains a kind of spectral spirit entity kind of emerges from Gerlinda's body.
Morgaine will stand up from where they were performing the Revivify ritual and take out his greatsword, standing in front of like Ember and Lawrence.
Emrys is gonna put himself between Sunny and I guess apparition.
Still so scared of me. Yes? Guess I am quite powerful and impressive.
Oh, shut up, Galinda, you rank bitch.
Why are you alive?
Lawrence, lift me up so I can look in the eyes.
Do it brittle style.
Sorry, I said I'll lift her up. Wait, I'll lift him up so he can look her in the eyes, but I was muted, so I'll say it again.
And she just kind of her specter floats over to you and looks you right in the eyes. You see this massive dragon head just kind of staring Ember down.
Ember's not flinching, staring right back.
Do not think you are special. I do have hate for you, Ember Delight, but don't think you're special in that regard.
You couldn't even kill me, so clearly your hate isn't that potent.
I have hate for what happens after. Had you not returned, had you not felled me, I would have been able to follow through on my backstabbing plan on that bitch Ivra, who thought she could make a contract with me. But now you fucked it up.
I am very happy about that. So, is this a permanent thing? Are you just stuck in your little cave here?
Not at all. I can go wherever I choose. See, beings as powerful as I do not walk the same path between life and death as lesser beings such as yourself. My great influence on this domain, she kind of spreads her wings and arms. My great influence on this domain is unfathomable, and the universe agrees. There is an inertia to spirits of a sort. Ones of great power are not easily changed. So, I shall remain in this form now.
And how useful is that form exactly?
Depends on what you think useful is. May not be able to do much, but still exist. and my influence on this domain will remain for quite a while.
Okay. Listen, I know a thing or two about empty talk, and you are full of it.
I do not believe you are speaking from a place of understanding.
I'm
It is
speaking from a
okay.
place I just fucking died.
And so you return.
Eh,
But
sorta.
can you count, measure, weigh the amount of influence you've had? Maybe over a city, perhaps. Maybe a region. But a
No,
domain.
because it's not an empirical thing, you idiot.
Maybe not to you. The dragons. It's as easy as weighing a pound of iron.
That is not how concepts work, and I think you know that.
We shall see. There is a certain matter to attend to, though. Who? Which one of you? Tell me.
None of your business. Now go back to being fucking worm food.
I wish to grant a boon, not a curse.
Sunny looks over at Emrys and puts a hand on his shoulder. And over here, it was me.
You? The tiny little kobold. Ironic. But it makes sense. There's an aura around you. A destiny of sorts. Very well. It shall be done. And she kind of rears back, opens her mouth, and emanates this psychic blast. Listen! Hear me and obey. The claw of Tano is fallen, and a new hand is appointed to the position of power. The spoils of my business now fall to their command. Should any be brave enough to cast doubt upon the new claw's legitimacy, he awaits your challenge. Good luck, little kobold. You are the new claw of Tano.
Oh, shit.
Well,
That isn't what I expected. Oh, no. Sunny just kind of like places his hand on his forehead and just like groans like why is it so hard to just have semi-normal life, you know?
There's
Emrys
a-
is gonna go back to stabbing the corpse.
Wait, is there anything stopping him from just giving that title to someone else?
Not at all. If he wants to lose the most powerful position in all of New Tano.
I don't think he wants this position.
This is a complicated issue, Lawrence. We can't just decide to not take it or to take it right now.
No, I
it's
think
extremely useful to have.
The
Yeah, of
matter
course.
is decided, and I have much more important things to discuss. Like perhaps we'll finally go spy. The council are treachery.
Have fun.
Or better yet, maybe tempt you with a bit of knowledge that I have accrued over my years. Should you choose to learn more about Creed.
And what do we have to pay in return for this temptation of knowledge?
I suppose the bounty is already paid. Now that one of your friends is the target of, well, at least a couple thousand people.
Conservatively. Nope.
Will you do the backstabbing? The one that I had yearned for so long? Will you follow through the claw's demands?
I mean, I was already tasked with killing you. I don't want to get sucked in another assassin thing.
But you're so good at it, aren't you? It's not the first person you've killed.
We're
Won't
not
be the
agreeing to
last.
anything unless we know the terms.
Yes, that. Terms.
There are no terms. And I know you already want to kill them. The person setting the tavern ablaze is more than you know.
You're talking about that group, aren't you?
I am talking about Creed, the yellow tiefling. More specifically, a disguise worn by the son of the king.
Well,
Oh my.
The crowned
What
head of
king?
Tano, of course. Sergei Dumont.
Oh boy.
can I roll history about the Son of
Sure.
the King?
Make a history check.
Could I as well?
Absolutely. Yeah, you with advantage.
Okay, I figured.
21.
A good roll.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, I have a 21 as well, actually.
Hey!
We're matching.
Nice.
Oh my god.
This.
We're twinning.
So you know the crowned head of Tano, Sergei Dumont, had a son.
Mm-hmm.
Ivre Dumont. Ivrea. You don't know much. He was never really active in politics. But you do know he kind of skulked a bit in his father's shadow.
Have I met him before?
Probably. Maybe not directly, like, friendship-wise, but you've probably seen him
Yeah.
in some of the council meetings or walking about the White Feather Palaces.
Okay.
It's just, and why would the Son of the King do this? Want?
Because he is perhaps the leader of a certain group who wishes to impose their beliefs upon the rest of this republic.
Hmm.
EM, would Morgaine have any knowledge of the Daybreak Society?
Make a history check. It's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I had that feeling. Ugh, nat 1.
Nope. Never heard of this group. Never really even heard of any of this political talk related to the Tano government.
Yeah, Morgaine's just gonna have a very confused look. Like, talk of, the tavern that was attacked and the crown prince being, related to that is shocking to him, but aside from that, he is very confused.
Waste any more of your time, and you shan't waste any more of my time. Go forth. Do what you're good at. Killing people. And Gerdland is gonna start to float away.
Isn't that a bit hypocritical?
She should be going down the hill. She should be sinking.
My gosh.
Assuming hell exists in my world.
I was gonna say Tano Hell,
Tano
the
hell.
Great Thunder.
Sewers.
It's like Tano, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
God.
Troy,
Go
the
to Bourbon
escort
Street.
reason.
No, Detroit's another city.
Damn. This bitch only had 2 in the chamber and has the audacity to give us a job. I hate it here.
Can't
If
have
we're
shit in
talking
Tano.
about like if we're talking about I meant to mention this earlier. If we're talking about like changes made by the effects of what happened,
Yeah.
Sunny's tail is all the way over there, just like laying on the floor.
Okay. It's just gone.
He lost
It's
it.
just
It popped. It's like it popped off like due to stress, and it's just laying on the floor over
Oh,
there.
because he's a gecko.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Emrys will stop stabbing after the dragon is gone for a bit and go through his things and make kind of a sling to put around the little nub.
Aw.
What a good boyfriend.
Someone tell me what she was talking about. I'm sorry. I assumed that was very important, but that kind of went over my head a little.
Embers, I believe you're the only one there when that tavern was attacked, so you want to take this one?
Yeah. I guess their name was Creed, but the yellow tiefling that was there. God. Sorry, this is just so many layers of fucked up political intrigue. Yellow tiefling, Daybreak Society, also the son of the would-be king if we had not turned to a republic. I don't know where the werewolf connection comes in unless they're raped or something, which is like a very real possibility, but not the point right now. Good news and bad news then. Doric followed them too, so we might meet up with Doric again.
Oh, your friend that you mentioned?
Yeah. I'm not gonna shit on his reasonings, but he did leave us to go follow his own revenge. So,
It's sad to hear. So, this Daybreak Society is responsible for burning down that tavern, killing innocent people?
killing pretty much everybody, but like 3 we drug out, 2 or 3.
Oh, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot to think about. Well, for now, I guess, how about we put aside that important stuff just for an hour or 2 and perhaps heal some wounds, kind of recuperate.
I think our best bet right now is to figure out how to get off of Gerlinda's island.
Ireland.
Rest up. Ireland. Get
I'm
off
Gerlinda
our island.
Riverbook.
Oh my god. Nia's in my DMs asking me what the Ren Fair theme this weekend is, as if it's anything but St. Patty's Day. And that's all I can think about. But yeah, I think our best bet is to get off the island, rest, heal, and then meet back up and take stock of everything we know.
All right. Where's Emerit?
I'm right here. As he kind of appears from like the stone, like melding out of the stone.
Oh, there you are.
That was a
good
nasty
news.
fight there. I took some cover in these rocks.
Well, that's good. So, now that Gerlinda is slain, would you be able to point us to where your body is? I'd love to, give you a nice burial.
He's gonna kind of quickly float around the room, scanning the lair. Quite a pickle. Lots of bones here.
Can you perhaps focus and try and sense your body somehow? With that sword, I have a feeling that you were skilled in magic in life.
Indeed I was. Oh, I could try. Yes. Yes, I think I've got it. This way. And he's gonna kind of not scurry, just kind of float around to a pile of bones in the back. Does anyone?
All right, Morgaine is. We'll tell the rest of the party, like, I'll be right back. I gotta go help them. And he will follow Emmerich.
Now you know what a halfling looks like, right, boy?
Yeah, they're short.
Right. So we're looking for a short skeleton. It's going to be in this
All right.
here pile, I believe.
Oh boy, that's what's the situation looking like? How many bones?
You're probably looking at like 5 or 6 skeletons in this pile. It's not a massive one. But it will require you to kind of do some digging, as it were.
All right. Well, I guess I have some work cut out for me.
Would you like to make, let's see, either investigation or medicine?
I'm gonna do medicine because that's at least a +1.
All right.
That's an 8.
There are
Sweet.
a lot of skeletons here. It's very difficult to tell which one might be a halfling. There are like some dwarves in the mix as well, you think?
And I like take the skulls available to me and like hold them up to Emmerich, like,
Okay.
does this one fit? Or does this one?
You're like in a dressing room. Yeah, you can do that. You hold up like the first 3 skulls, and he kind of like shakes his head, and we're like, nope, that's not me. With the 4th skull, is like, let me take a minute. Looks right. Might fit. Here, put it inside of me.
Okay. And Morgaine will just like kind of half between like hesitant and awkwardly just like slowly shift the skull into his ghostly head.
And almost like a magnet, it kind of gets sucked into the head, and now you see the skull is just kind of floating with the specter. It's like, well done, my boy!
Oh, that's good. Say, perhaps you could, jump into this pile of bones, and maybe your old bones will be attracted to you.
What a phenomenal idea! He's just gonna kind of jump and like swim through the pile of bones, and you're gonna hear this like weirdly like playing a xylophone, I guess, like the clinking of bones and everything, and it's just like it's a wild sight. But eventually, he comes out and has, I'd say, a majority of his bones are now within his specter, and you can see it's taken up a much more defined form. Like you can see where there weren't any legs, it just kind of ended. Now there is, legs, femurs, and arms and whatnot.
Well, there you go. That worked.
Now to be put to rest. I have spent many years, much too long already, in the realm of living.
Yeah, that's probably not too comfortable, I'm guessing.
What, having the bones?
No, I mean, like, being stuck here in your
Oh,
defiled
yes.
corpse.
It's a weird feeling, but you get used to it.
Oh, well, that's a bright side. Let's go. Should probably get to the others. Morgaine will then walk back to the others and specifically like Lawrence and Ember. Ember managed to find some of his bones. Do you perhaps help with your holiness for sending off the dead, perhaps at some point?
Yeah, of course. I'll do that right now. Just please don't call me Your Holiness.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's not what I meant. You know, the holy stuff you have.
As you wish, father.
No.
That's not what Ember calls him. What?
What? Who's
Oh,
I'm literally
It's
going to
like-
put you in
Go back-
timeout.
go back to
I'm
being
putting you in
dead.
timeout.
by the way, how is Ember looking like physically?
Bad.
Like
Bad.
a new man.
Right.
I'll say
Half his
that-
face is this kind of ashen, gray, kind of sunken in and stuff.
I'll say
Yeah.
that Emrys, when he knows Ember is looking at him, tosses him a coin to catch.
You say Emrys tossed Ember a coin?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
E coin.
Ember catches it. What is this about?
Emrys will just nod and say, "Look at that! Look at the edge."
Look at the edge.
And the entire edge of the coin, if you recognize it, which I think you would, is carved in runic symbols.
Is the coin of solemnity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So as long as you're holding it, even if you go down, someone could take it off of you, and you know.
So I appreciate the sentiment. A little bit insulted that you believe I'm gonna be going down again, but fair enough. I get it.
Here, how about I add a little bit of kick to your step, and Morgaine is going to cast Healing Word at 4th level. Using his
Holy
new-
shit.
Damn, not even.
That's so many levels.
I'm struggling too.
Yeah, I've only got second level spells, and I just got them.
Oh, well, he just got another
Oh, I mean
4th level
physically.
spell slot.
Yeah, no, Sunny's at, what, 1 or 14
Sunny's-
something HP?
No, Sunny healed himself just a tiny schmid, so he's on 19.
So, Sunny, remember, you have a Divine Soul Sorcerer ability that lets you increase healing done, I believe?
Oh yeah, so I'll hop. Let me read this right quick.
I think you can let people re-roll some of the dice.
Yeah,
correctly?
reroll. Yeah, you can. Oopsies. Let me. Yeah, I think it's reroll. I'm gonna keep reading for it. Look for it though.
Okay.
I also have a second level spell, Prayer of Healing, which can heal all of us.
Empowered healing. That's what it's called.
Ooh.
Prayer of Healing is probably
I'll
a good
hop over
call.
close to it.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I said Prayer of Healing
Wait.
might be a very good call.
Exactly, yeah. So I'm going to start muttering a Prayer of Healing, which takes 10 minutes.
Should I still have that Healing Word? Or
Up to you.
It's not going to fully heal everybody. So, I mean, that healing word is going to be more than welcome on someone like Ember, who I'm
Yeah, I'm
assuming
just-
has 1 hit point.
yeah.
I actually have 6 hit points, so you know.
Oh, wow. Very impressive.
Actually, you get +1 from Revivify, so you have 7 hit points.
Actually, I might only have 1. I just never rechanged. I think I only have 1. I just never changed my character sheet from dying.
Yeah, you should have 1 hit point from Revivify.
Yeah, I probably have 1.
You're welcome.
Is Sunny assisting in Morgaine's healing, or
It depends, because if you roll bad, I can where did it go? I was just reading it. Okay. It says when you are incapacitated, whether you or an ally within 5 feet rolls a dice. Oopsies, get out of my face. Rolls dice to determine a number of HP restored. A spell restores. You can spend up to 1 sorcery point to re-roll any of the numbers of those dice ones.
Okay, I rolled a 3, a 1, a 2, and a 4.
Okay, then I will expend. Wait, do I even have any sorcery points? Let me double
If it's
check actually,
limited
because I
use,
used
it
a
may be
lot.
worth waiting for my prayer of healing because that uses a D8, and I think yours uses a D4, right?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, I only have 1 sorcery point left, so.
It'll
Okay,
probably end up being about the same if you re-roll the 1 compared to re-rolling my lower D8.
What's your lower? Oh,
I haven't
wait.
rolled them.
Oh, okay. How much points was that going to be in total?
For mine, it's
Yeah.
14 healing.
I think he's okay.
Okay. Then Morgaine heals Ember 14 hit points
Ooh. Nice.
as he plays his sword. That'll hopefully at least help you walk a bit more.
Lawrence, you're starting Prayer of Healing, right?
I am, yeah.
So that's 2d6 over a minute, right? I think.
It's 10 minutes, and at the end of it, it's 2d8 plus my spellcasting mod.
2d8 for each person.
Yeah, for each person.
Oh, I'm getting this confused with Healing Spirit, I think, which is a druid spell, which is more
Yeah.
complicated. Okay.
It is more complicated, and I think you could break it really easily.
I think so, yeah. But this is just 2d8 for each person. So yeah, so you can roll. Is it 2d8? Yeah, just roll it once, and everyone gets that amount.
It's exactly, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right. One of them is a 7, one's a 5. That's a total of 15 healing on everybody.
Slay!
Yeah.
Slay!
No longer just above half health.
I am now half health.
Sorry, how much healing was that?
15.
15? Awesome.
Hey Spencer, I have a question.
Yes, I have an answer. Maybe.
Without Anubis, we don't really have the facilities to preserve any organs. But seeing as how I'm just a little guy, could I reasonably carve out like a yard or 2 of dragon scale? That would be enough to make myself armor after a length of time?
Ooh, yes.
Like, I'm not thinking like it instantly gives me armor, but like if I collect it.
Yes, okay, yeah, I'm interested in seeing what the effect of just being a little guy has on you being able to collect hide, but yes, you can do that.
Because I would not need to collect as much as a human to make armor out of it.
Yes, I will say you can flay a portion of this dragon's hide, collect enough for, since you're a talented tailor, you can easily estimate how many yards of stuff it would be.
Okay.
And
do you want me to roll to see how much I can carve that's usable? I know I've heard that Critical Role does that. I don't know you're a Critical Role fan, but I'm good either way.
Since this is a lot of hide, if you fail on getting any, you can just try again. So without a roll, sure, make a roll. Make a do you have Leathers Workers tools? Would you happen to have those? I don't think you would. So
no, I've only got thieves' tools and a dagger.
Okay.
So I've got scissors and pliers and.
Okay, make a either sleight of hand or medicine check. No, just sleight of hand. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine with me because my sleight of hand is better.
Yep.
Oh, just a 13.
Yeah. Okay, so you start cutting a swath of this, and you mess up the first time, but luckily this is a massive dragon, so you learn from your mistakes, start cutting a new swath, and this time you have a good amount of dragon hide that will probably remain usable without being tanned and without being like tanned or scraped, you'll probably have maybe a day or two before it starts going bad.
Okay. Works for me.
It is not pleasant.
Question.
There's like, bits and blood and gore still stuck to the back, but
Mm-hmm.
yes. Sunny, question.
Okay. Since I'm like the big guy now, wouldn't
The
it
big
just
guy.
be easier? Since I'm the big guy now, wouldn't Sunny just be able to be like, hey, can one of you guys just like fix us a boat, go back or something?
Maybe, perhaps. You have no idea. You've never been the big guy before.
I don't know if that means you instantly get lackeys is my thing. You know what I mean?
Well, if they defy me, then I don't
Maybe
know.
the lizard folk that we didn't fight, that we didn't, gravely injure, will listen to you outside.
So, can I bring something up? Just a small thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I assume the giant bolt that's sticking out the dragon, that, didn't come from us, right?
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that.
Yeah. What's up with that? I was down.
Yeah, is there a way like I can make a check to like look up? Like, can I see a ballista? Like, can I see the ballistas easy from up here? Down here,
The roof of this lair,
maybe.
is like, kind of not coated, concealed with like mosses and lichen and like wooden beams and various sorts of decaying plant matter. So only filtered light is getting through. The ballista did punch a small hole through this canopy, but it's not big enough to see, where exactly. Like, you can see it came from, this certain direction, and you guess it's one of the ballista mounted on top of the fortress, but you can't really see the ballista.
Okay. Second thing that has been on my mind. Sunny kind of just gestures back at all the money. There, like, what are we going to do with all this?
Well, didn't she say it's all yours now?
I guess.
Excellent.
Well, I guess
a,
that solves it.
yeah, I guess you have a lot of money now.
I won't keep it all. I don't need all this money. I will definitely pay it forth in
Because I do know an
making.
entire town that desperately.
Yeah. Yeah,
She's-
no. That's exactly what I'm going to use that money for. I really don't need but a little bit of this money, but that's pretty much it.
Wow, you're gonna help a lot of people.
Yeah,
That's very kind
I've
of
lived
you.
here pretty much most of my life and I've seen all sorts of things, so it's kind of home.
Oh, let's try to make it a decent home then.
Mhm.
Anyway, can we get out of here? I died a couple of feet from here, and I don't like standing there.
Yeah,
Let's leave this place.
I want to say Ember is still being carried by Lawrence. He does not get out his arms.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
As we're walking out, I'm gonna look over to Everett, or Everett's like spectral skeleton sort of thing going on,
Yeah.
and just be like, so, you have a preference for where and how you'd like to be buried?
Son, it's been 150 years. I can't imagine the city stayed much the same. I have no idea where I'd like to be buried. Somewhere calm.
Well, in that
Somewhere in New Tano.
somewhere in New Tano. Right, then we can take a day trip. I will have to request this may have to wait a couple days.
Couple days is nothing.
All right. Well, say, you've had the sword for a long time, so you know how it feels, the magic in it, right?
Aye?
Well, if you'd like to, see the sights of the city, hopefully not scare anybody with being a ghost and all, well, maybe you can sort of sniff out the magic of the sword to find us again, if you'd like.
Ah,
Or I guess I could also try and send you a message using magic.
that might be amenable. Although, it has been quite a while. I don't know how much time I want to spend looking at the city. Are
Of
there
course,
places I'd like to go after? Yeah, in the afterlife. We'll see.
we'll try and get you to rest as soon as possible then.
Aye. But that decision is up in your hands. When you find a place, find a method, just let us know.
Absolutely. And if any of y'all have an ideal situation and a spot for one such as I to be buried, please let me know.
I'm
I
not
may
from here.
not know a spot, but I can offer very beautiful flowers on your resting spot.
Oh, that's very kind.
I would love nothing more.
I know a good cemetery if it's needed.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
I would love to take a look.
Well, my mother is buried there, so I believe it's good enough for you.
That would be an honor, I believe. Buried with the families of the one who saved me. Couldn't believe my life would get any more important. Well, let's not dilly-dally around.
Yes, that's right. I would like to find who fired that ballista, though, before we head out.
Yeah, it's better to know now than later.
Very well. You don't want to collect any of this gold before you go?
Oh shit! Something's collected.
How are we gonna even carry all of this for you?
Sunny, how much did you spend just now?
Let me go out of character. Let me go look through my notes
Do
right
you want me
quick.
to tell you?
Yeah, didn't I spend like 300?
Yep.
No, that can't be right.
It was right.
I thought it was
300.
300.
300 gold pieces worth of
300
diamonds.
and 300. Yeah.
Okay. Embers is gonna go up and take that equivalent.
Sure. You now have 300 gold pieces added to your inventory.
Yippee! Let me add that.
There are probably 20,000 platinum pieces available here.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
In the most vaguest way. How much money do I need for the thing?
About 400. 400 to 500.
Okay. So I'm fine.
Yeah, you've
Okay.
probably you pretty much already got it.
Yeah, I was just double checking.
Yes. Oh, you said Vegas, like to be vague, not Vegas as in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Fantasy Vegas.
I was like, are you gonna be
Yes.
gambling with this money?
I was about to say,
Yeah, I
please
need
don't go do it in
Yep.
Vegas.
Pull a
Please.
Germa. Shit, I need to make an equivalent to Vegas in this world.
You do. I think that'd be fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay. We're gonna skedaddle from that damn ass lair if we're all ready.
We're skedaddling.
Actually, can I
We're
grab
skedoodling.
10 more gold coins just for myself?
Yeah, you reach into the
In the
sea
giant
of
pile.
gold and pull out 10.
You have to ask for it, actually.
Actually, unless you guys don't want me to be able to ass blast people with my magic, I need a couple.
Yeah.
Well,
It costs money.
it's my money. My money.
Yeah, Sunny has now become the richest person in Tano. Perhaps in the world.
Are there like any?
Oopsies.
Are there any items in the horde?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
As a matter of fact, there are.
Oh,
Yes!
Oh, thank
Can't return
God.
items. They're
Been
ours now.
Waiting for.
Well, they're mine.
let's steal some of Sunny's items.
Oh yeah, but a new costume
No, Sunny would allow it. Yeah,
A lot of this gold is, as you said, is gonna go back to the people, but I'm honestly a bit curious what a dragon, a beast of legend would have in their personal collection.
I mean, if we're being realistic, it's easier to give the money out, but we can't exactly entrust random people with magical items.
Well,
That
logically,
is a good point.
Logically,
might-
we are, deserving of some spoils after killing a dragon. So,
That is also true. I'm, all for altruism, but also, I'm a traveling bard. I don't make that much money, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. We'll create a net good regardless. If we had died, all of this money would have stayed here anyway.
Very true.
I'm not entirely sure if this is a valid worry, but so Galinda announced that you, Sonny, were her successor, right?
Mm-hmm.
What will our I forgot his name.
Maestro.
Was that his name?
That's at least his title.
street name.
Oh yeah, that's
His
right.
rapper name.
This is his
well,
rapper name, not his governor
Oh my god.
Yeah.
name.
What
Performance
will,
in Fantasy Las Vegas.
what will Uko think? Will he just try to attack us?
I doubt it. He was the one that told us to come here and kill her.
Yeah, he seemed kind of reasonable. More reasonable than a psychotic black dragon who tried to kill us.
True.
And I'm sure that nobody enjoys being under Gerlinda's control, so I'm sure it's very refreshing.
I do think we should stay cautious though. You're not without complete worry, Lawrence.
That is true.
Yeah, thank you. Right, but I think, I think you all are right. I think for the most part, we can probably trust him to be reasonable, but just in case, we should keep our guard up.
Ember, did he promise to pay you anything for killing her, or was this sort of a you owe me?
The payment is that I wouldn't be killed myself.
Okay.
Which, I actually did die, so does he owe me something? I think so.
I'm not sure.
I think I can spin that.
I'm sure that could be
It's worth
discussed.
mentioning.
To be discussed, yeah.
You actually owe me a life, so
Maybe.
Put a price on that, bitch.
yeah. Anyway, let's take some magical items and let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it stinks in here.
Yeah,
Kind
it
of
does.
A lot of pools of acid and dead bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
Do a quick search for any magical items and other trinkets.
Make an investigation check for me.
Trinkets and doodads. I'm gonna look
we
too.
all
I
do
look too.
that?
You can give him advantage.
Please
Okay.
I
do.
would also
Hell
give
yeah.
him.
I'm gonna give you advantage.
We are all helping.
Roll 4d20.
That means you have super advantage.
Nope.
It's 15.
15. Okay. So, you find that a lot of this horde, for how massive it is, a lot of it has been destroyed by acid, just through the combat. And probably half of it is completely melted, and then another probably 10 or 20% is damaged to take the magic out of whatever probably was underneath the gold. But you do find a handful of items. You find. So how are you identifying what is magical and what isn't, or are you just picking up anything you think might be magical?
Does anyone have detect magic?
shiny.
I don't anymore. Shit.
Let me double check. Let me look. No.
Yeah,
I
I think I'm just shiny.
Okay.
But,
Make an Arcana check in addition then.
okay.
Can I help?
Yes, you
Can I help with advantage?
Yes, you can.
With advantage as well.
The group effort.
Can you roll 3d20s?
That is an 18.
18.
Yes!
All right.
Nice.
So give me a second. All right. So you find how many objects? You find 3 objects plus maybe one more. I'm scrolling through a list right now, checking which ones would be fun. Yeah, that sounds fun. Okay, you find 4 objects that you think might be magical. In addition, you also find just 2 normal healing potions, just in various chests and whatnot. The ones that haven't been completely crushed under the weight of tons of gold. The first object you find is a small, maybe 6 inches in diameter sphere. Looks kind of whitish pearlescent with a slight blue tinge to it. And
Do I recognize it?
make an Arcana check.
I've only got a 9.
That you don't.
Can I help?
Sure. Yes.
That bitch looks like the orb.
Advantage.
I
Advantage.
think I might know what
You
it
got
is.
advantage.
But
Okay, let me roll it again. Yes! Okay, that is an 18.
Slay.
While it does resemble the seed in various aspects, you can tell it's not quite related to it. However, it is magical, and you do know
Right.
this as a drift globe.
it is.
Ooh, I'm Googling it.
One of the first magical items I gave my first party.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was
Oh
the
yeah.
first.
Morgan could recognize it probably.
Yeah, actually.
like-
Morgan recognizes it, and Morgan
Ooh.
probably knows the words to command it.
I probably. It's probably in my notes somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah. Let's see. God, I have to go through my old campaign notes to find this. Yeah, okay, so it's a small sphere of polished glass, weighing about a pound, and Morgan, you would know that the 2 words to command this are Galtha and Dwela. Used to command it to raise up and float and create light.
Oh, some of my old traveling companions, we had one of these. Could I see it?
What does it do?
Morgan will just borrow it for just a second, and he will speak both of the command words.
Yep, and it raises up to a height of probably like 4 feet or so, and starts emitting a bright torchlight. And well, it's not. It does. It's, yeah. Well, actually, for a kobold, it would hurt a little bit.
I'd like to imagine Embers and Sunny just like quickly look away. That shit.
It's like someone turns the lights on when you're just waking up, and like ah.
Pretty useful if you're walking around and you need your hands for something else.
If you want to
follows you.
give your kobold members a disadvantage.
Yeah, I
And,
think I would migrate.
Morgaine will say both of the words again and pick it and put it back in his hands and hand it back.
Well, that is interesting.
To Ember, yes. All right. So the second object you find is a small kind of square-headed hammer, with these elegant kind of brass inlays on the handle and head. So it's like a simple wooden handled hammer, maybe about 8 inches long, with a brass square head attached to the top. You think it might be magic, but you have no idea of telling what it does.
Anybody know what this is?
A hammer.
A hammer?
Yeah, that looks like a hammer. You know, you hit stuff with it.
Embers, Sunny looks at Embers and just like cracks the
A
biggest,
hammer.
Ah, why,
biggest
that's a
smile.
hammer, my boy!
Where's the nearest pile of acid? I'm jumping in.
You
Your
hate
mom
things,
awaits!
I'm coming back, Mom.
I did tell her I was gonna
straight
see
up
her
thought-
soon.
I straight up thought you were just gonna stop at your mom.
Yeah, I thought that was certainly a possibility
I'm
too.
I'm gonna be honest. I intended for Gerlinda to say something about around the fact of like, you know, say hi to your mom for me after like killing him, but like
Damn.
I was like, damn, I forgot to do that, and now it doesn't make sense now that you're back alive.
She died too quickly to realize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you say hi to my mom?
I guess
don't think
it's
you-
just a hammer.
You don't want to meet Gerlinda's mom.
I kind of want to meet Gerlinda's mom.
Well, then I guess you'll have
Me
to
too.
go on an adventure.
Hell yeah.
Mom Linda.
Oh, so she's alive. Okay, got it.
I
We're gonna
didn't
be in
say
trouble.
that.
Or you guys,
I
actually.
didn't say she was alive.
Wait,
Could
who
be
is
my mom?
who
She's
is-
a wonderful woman.
who is taking the hammer?
Well, let me find out what all the items is first, and then I divide them out, please.
Okay.
We'll
I
divvy
thought it
it
was
out.
just the two.
No, he found 4 items in or I guess
Oh.
6 items, 2 of which were just normal healing potions. The third of which
Okay.
is a small. These are a lot of small items. Hold on. Let me figure out the description for this one. Oh, it's a
After that,
glass.
Can Sunny like see the hammer and like try to do an arcana check on it after you explain?
Yeah. Go ahead now. Yeah. Arcana check.
Oh, okay, now? Okay,
Yes.
slay.
Yeah,
Okay.
since we're on the same.
Can I
object.
help?
Yes, you can. It's gonna be hard because this is not a familiar item.
Okay, so the first
imagine-
roll is 15, and my second roll is okay. Well, my roll is 15
Shit.
with advantage.
Just 15 with advantage. You don't know what this is. You can tell it's magical. Like you
It's
can
a
tell
hammer.
there are engravings on this, and you can tell it's probably related to illusion magic, but you're not certain.
Mhm.
It's a hammer.
Okay. Next up, you have a small vial, a glass vial of some sort of red liquid. It's not healing magic. You can tell that because there's it's constantly changing volume inside the vial. Like sometimes the vial is full of liquid, sometimes there's only like a drop or so inside. So it's like very strange.
I drink it and find out what it is.
No, no drink.
You certainly can try.
No, Sunny will not allow that. Sunny immediately grabs like Emerson's like muzzle. I mean, like face. I don't know what it's called. That part of the face.
The snout.
Mhm.
The
The
snout.
snout. There you go.
I'm just saying it worked before with
No,
this
no,
meat. I don't
no,
see
no. no.
how- Okay.
We have a
No.
lot of healing. I think worst case scenario, we could just get him back up.
You're so true.
I
Lawrence.
don't want to see him down like that again.
Okay.
So, okay, who has this magical, weird potion?
I do. I'm not
Is
giving
Ember
it
just
away.
holding all 3 objects?
All
Like,
four
everything?
objects. Yeah, no, Ember
All
went
four,
around.
actually, yeah.
Ember went around and is just like he came back like he just kind of got out of like a clothing department and is like holding all of these like things.
Guys, I got
Oh, yeah.
some
He came out of the
deals.
thrift store with $20
He
in
was
his pocket.
shopping.
Yeah.
He was shopping.
All right, and the last object is a long kind of unimpressive dark blue cloak with a hood. Like the outside is very unimpressive. There's actually like kind of rips and tears in it. But on the inside of this cloak, it's decorated with a multitude of overlapping multicolored scales that range in hue from like dark purple all the way to ruby red. It's very beautiful on the inside, but otherwise very kind of boring.
The LGBT cloak. Got it.
The rest of you can fight about the items. I'm taking this cloak.
It suits you. It suits you a lot.
Thank you.
Either way.
Do you
Emma
put
just
the
hands
cloak
the rest of
on?
the items to
I was about to say.
Yes, I put the cloak on.
You put the cloak on. Okay. Which side is showing?
The ugly side is showing out.
The unimpressive side?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you put the hood up or not?
Emma does put the hood up. He tries to cover the not so pretty side of his face.
Okay. As you put the hood up, everyone else in the party, Ember has disappeared.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh,
But
okay,
he's not
okay.
invisible.
It's a cloak of invisible. Oh,
He's not invisible. You just cannot focus on him.
Oh.
Filter.
this is very odd.
What's
Basically,
going on?
Sorry, guys. My
He-
ADHD is acting up. I can't focus.
so I will send you the description since you are actually testing it, Ember. It's complicated and it's a homebrew item.
Ooh. fancy.
Ooh. You get the fancy smancy.
There we go. Basically, Ember has become just a normal, unimportant person not worthy of attention around you guys.
Oh, that's a change.
Ow.
That is a change, yeah.
Oh my
It turned him into a
God.
wallflower.
He's holding a Turtis key.
Cool. I love this.
Yeah, I
This
thought
is
you
weirdly
would.
fitting with the new direction I'm trying to take Ember.
I fully agree, and that's why I made it for him.
Oh, the second I heard cloak, I was like, mine.
Great, time to give it to Sunny.
No, mine.
Yeah, so while your hood is up, no one else is going to notice you, pretty much. Like, it's basically as if he was never there.
I'm sort of imagining it sort of like turns him into a background character. It turns him into
Yes,
an NPC.
Exactly. That is
Yeah.
exactly
He
it.
loses
Awesome.
detail in his face.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the best way you could describe it. It turns him into an NPC. It's just like, no one's going to pay attention to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Though, of course, you can still,
Very good.
break this stuff as Ember has probably already read.
Okay, cool. Ember pulls the hood down.
And
Oh, there you are.
Oh, that's weird.
It is.
all right, so those are the 4 items. The cloak, the hammer, the potion, and the drift globe. I will add all of these items to your inventories after the game.
Okay.
Ember, can I see the potion?
He so badly wants to drink it.
I'm not.
Sunny's just staring at him.
Just a smidgen.
He puts his hand. He's like, I just want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Phaethos with the wall gunk.
I just want to talk to them. I just want to talk to it. So what are you doing with this potion, Embers?
I'm gonna shake it around a little bit
Okay.
and see if anything weird happens.
And
And then
shakes around. Nothing feels different other than the fact that this liquid is continually, expanding and contracting within the vial. And you can certainly tell the difference in weight as you kind of shake it around.
okay, I'm gonna take the cork and very slowly release the pressure, like not fully opening it, but like just making the cork looser to see what happens.
Okay. As the liquid changes volume, it does exactly what you'd expect it to do. As it expands, there's like kind of a soft rush of air out of the cork, and then when it contracts, it kind of pulls the cork in, sealing it against the thing as the air pressure drops within the vial. But other than that, nothing super special happens.
Hmm.
And it changes volume probably once every few seconds.
And it's red, right?
Correct.
When I opened it, did it smell weird?
Not really. Did you smell it?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's part of, if I'm not allowed to taste
Did
it,
you
I
make
have
sure
to
you
use
wafted
all
it?
my
Yeah,
senses.
did you smell it or waft it? Yeah.
I smelled it.
Oh,
I give a little sniff.
Perfect.
Nostril to the seal.
your
Oh,
nose
no.
your nose gets itchy. But other than that, nothing really happens.
Okay. And does it look like I could like throw this bottle and it would shatter? Oh my gosh. no, go lay
Yes,
down,
it's made of
please.
glass. If you so choose, you could throw it.
Okay. I'm thinking about its potential applications.
Uh-huh.
Add it to soup.
It's a soup. I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna open it all the way because that seems like a poor decision, but
Sounds good.
Is that it for the lair?
I think so, yeah.
I want out of this hole.
Yeah. Everyone has
Get me
got
outta
what they
here.
wanted.
Oh yeah.
All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
you guys exit the lair back, I'm assuming back from where you came, the entry to the kitchen and dining area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Is
So,
there any way upwards towards perhaps where the ballista came from?
you can certainly
Mhm.
try to climb the walls.
Is there no like stairs?
Nope. This is a hole in the ground. This doesn't look like it was made. Well, make a investigation check if you so choose.
Wait, there's no way to go up even if we go out of the layer, out of the common room and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean like in the base.
In the
Yeah,
lair.
not like inside of this.
Oh,
In the layer?
in the
A
base.
fortress.
Oh, well, you haven't tried going up there
Yeah.
yet.
I
Yeah, I
assume that's
just
where
meant-
the ballista are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as we leave, can we keep an eye out for places that take us up?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can go up the stairs through the base. I'm assuming, but you guys are leaving the lair area right now, though, right?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. So, you guys leave the lair and make your way through the kind of now semi-familiar halls of this fortress. And you guys are trying to make your way to the top, the parapets.
Mm-hmm.
Damn right.
Let's make a... let's see.
Con save?
Yeah, Emerith throws the potion and everyone dies. Just couldn't resist.
Wow.
Um,
I'm so much more likely to simply open it while it's underwater. As weird as that sounds.
interesting.
I feel like
You guys make me have to consider all implications of doing absolutely buck wild shit.
I enjoy the scientific
Thank
method.
you.
What can I say?
Yeah. After a couple minutes, maybe 10 minutes or so of wandering about this fortress, you find your way to the second floor and then a bit of a third floor mezzanine, which has some trap doors in the ceiling, kind of like going up to the attic in a house. That put you, if you open them, go up to the parapets. Let me grab swamp music.
swamp music.
Swamp.
Oh, wow. While we're up there, is there? Well, I'm guessing you're gonna describe up there, but I was gonna have if Sunny could look around, like to see if the gross poison smog is gone.
You see that the gross poison smog is still here. But it is, maybe it's just your imagination, but maybe it's a little fainter, at least in this area. Perhaps whatever was causing it, the dragon, probably, was the source of this. since it's gone, it might be not being created anymore. But you guys make your way to the top of the parapets, and I think now would be a good time for a tiny little break.
I will not break. I will never rest.
Just let's say 4 minutes, 5 minutes or so.
Oh,
Make it 3.
Okay, 3 minutes it is.
Some of us have things they want to go run and do.
Okay, yeah. I'll see you then.
I'm gonna pull up Cultist Simulator and play for 5 minutes. That's about it.
I am back.
Welcome back. I know, sick. Increase my understandings of Dark Lord. What? That's what I was saying.
Yo, holy shit, is that Cultist Simulator the Physician? Wait, that's not how you spell that. What's that?
Is that Cultist Simulator the Physician?
Wow.
Physician?
Actually, please don't die. I'm gonna be sad. You're my only believer. I don't need that.
This session has been going faster than I actually anticipated. Kind of surprised.
No.
They go
Oh
even
no,
faster.
You just have
So
to
tragic.
play so much more tonight, I guess.
Well,
Oh no!
we will I have
That
a
would suck, man.
I have an end point. That's probably you guys getting back to Tano. Maybe a bit after that, we'll see. But I've not had dinner yet, so this might be a session that ends at like 8:30 instead of 9.
Yeah.
That's fine by me. I've had a fucking hell of a past few weeks.
Yeah,
Same.
and I should properly prepare for you guys to get back in the city because I have literally no idea where you guys are gonna go now.
True.
We have a party, a little food party at Sunny's place.
We do.
There's a balance I think to be had. It's like, oh, add tons of NPCs that are nice and fleshed out and whatnot to make the city feel, like a city. But it's like, oh, you got to prepare for all of those NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, getting the stupid thing.
Right.
Okay.
Is everyone back?
I think we're just.
Ember, you guys back?
Oh, Warner does.
Yeah, but
Okay, Ember's back. I don't think Embers is back yet. Well, Moss.
Emrys is not. Shmemrys.
Sunny is playing Cultist Simulator.
Then he just whips out like a Game Boy.
Don't worry about it. Hey, I gotta do this right quick.
Sunny is
You can
playing,
understand.
Sunny is playing Doom on the Drift Globe.
Drift Globe. Since it's my turn on the Drift Globe.
Can it run Crisis?
Get out of my face. Out of my face. I'm so scared playing this game because last time I got a little bit too trigger happy and then ended up getting consumed by my shit, guys, back me. Like my own crazy aspirations and got consumed by that. And I'm like, I gotta be careful now. The thing is, I want to pass her.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Back. I'll play.
Sorry it took more than 4 minutes.
No, you're fine.
How dare you?
I think we're all back now.
How do we insta kill?
What?
Yeah, Embers gets insta-killed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when I go
Sorry,
to
I'm
the
gonna make the rules.
The ballista fires, the huge spear just flings Emers's limp body into the bayou like miles away.
It wouldn't be the
It
first
like skips like
time.
a rock on a pond.
He just disappears into the
Skips
fog.
like a rock on a pond.
You haven't played D&D if your PC hasn't been mercilessly killed by a bad DM.
Go into the fog. I am a great DM. I don't know what you're
My
talking
God.
about. I make people cry.
No, you are.
You do,
Well,
in a good way.
I know a couple of bad DMs that have done that too, but
Okay, well, everyone's back. Everyone's ready. So, you guys have emerged onto the top parapets, the outer wall of this fortress. And from where you are, you can look out on both sides. On the exterior, you see the huge kind of bayou swamp, still covered in fog. Then on the interior, you see the large kind of open courtyard, which was probably at one point, a pleasant place to be, but over the years or through artificial or man-made or dragon-made means, a huge cavern has been excavated out and covered with this canopy of dead and decaying foliage. On the parapets, you see a pair of figures working on kind of hoisting one of these heavy ballista bolts into place on its weapon. And it looks like they're struggling to do so. As this Emrys, as you probably know just from talks and, being, close to the government and close to the, what's the name? What did I name them? The head of militia. You know how these kind of siege weapons are meant to be operated by a group of, 5 to 10 men. But you see these two figures. What do you do?
can I ready my hand crossbow but keep it lowered?
Yeah, absolutely. You can load your hand crossbow, and I'm assuming you're readying an action to shoot in case something.
Yeah,
In case you see someone hostile to you.
Yeah,
Well, they
immediately hostile.
did, whoever those two are over there, they did help us kill a dragon instead of shooting at us with the ballista.
They could have missed.
Whoa! I'm looking at the light side.
That's
Well, it
fine.
just
I'll
does not
just.
seem, like decent tact to use a ballista on us. That seems overkill. No, let's assume they aren't trying to kill us.
A giant cave of gold is also overkill, but I guess I'll play devil's advocate. Emrys will walk up to them, but be sure that he stomps his boots a little harder than usual, so that they're not caught off guard.
Ember flips his hood up and follows.
All right.
Hurricane will also follow, looking very friendly as he can.
All right. So, Ember, you are, inconspicuous. Emrys, you are conspicuous.
Yep.
And as you get closer, the fog kind of, whatever mist is still clinging in the air, you're able to make out the details of Maldaka and Welyanok, the two people who ferried you here in the first place. The two, one dark green, one pale green lizard folk. And you see the dark green lizard folk is now climbing on top of the ballista to try and hoist the bolt in place. And, eventually both of them stop as they hear Emrys approach. And just kind of glare at both of you. Or glare at the group of you.
Emrys will just put the hand not holding the crossbow on his hip and cock his head to the side.
They do the same.
They do this.
They cock their heads.
Put their hands on their hips.
Oh, hey, it's you guys.
Hey. You survived.
What?
Yeah. No.
Well-
Did you miss? Or did you hit what you intended to hit?
Well, I'll be honest, we couldn't see. Who got hit?
Your boss?
Then I guess we hit what we were aiming for.
Fair enough.
Former boss. I believe we have a new one
Former.
now.
That would be correct.
Sunny waves his hand happily.
So it's you.
Hi.
Very
Yes.
I hope you agree that we weren't very close to the old boss, so we won't be very close to you, but we also will not be hostile.
That's fine. I don't intend to run things. Oh, well, once I figure out stuff, I don't intend to run things like she did.
I don't think we really care how stuff is run, as long as it's not infringing on
Yeah.
our island.
So is this your island?
No, we live on Allen Island. Of course, that gives us a good reason to be moving between the port and the bayou. So, are you finished here?
Yeah, we just want to see who fired the ballista. I have to ask though,
It would be him.
are you two in some sort of indentured situation? Why not just leave?
I thought you were going to ask if we were in a relationship.
No, that's frankly none of my business.
Are
The
you?
answer is
Are
yes.
you?
Flips his hood down. I want to ask that,
Yes.
actually.
Unless you feel the need
Yeah,
to
me too, actually.
unless you feel the need to share. I was more concerned about any potential unconsensual slavery going on.
Implying there's a consensual slavery.
I was right.
Pretty sure this
I'm
working
fumbling
for
with my
someone.
words.
Indentured servitude is pushing it.
Actually, they wanted to be enslaved.
Are the lizards boyfriends?
It was actually good for them.
Are they boyfriends? Yeah, that's a good question.
Are you going to ask that?
Yes.
Yes.
In those words, are the lizards boyfriends?
Are the lizards boyfriends?
No.
But
Or husbands.
Do you want?
there it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Well, you will be nice to know that you are under new and queer management. That's all I got.
Sure,
No.
Linda confirmed straight.
We don't really care.
Damn, you're those kind of gays. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here.
Wait a minute. Question. I feel like we haven't gotten a confirmation or a denial like throughout the game, but is there like homophobia in Espa?
Have you encountered any homophobia in Espa?
Have we encountered any homophobia?
Yes, and it's me.
Okay.
Embers is the
Not
only
including
homophobe.
Embers.
Embers is homophobic.
No to the homophobia, yes to the racism.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
see, you can
absolutely
interpret
right.
Draw the line of homophobic racism, that's fine.
Right, racism's fine. Oh my
No,
God.
I will say it's definitely not prevalent as it is in our world. There might be people who are, but it would never be, you know.
What about sexism?
I
Tano,
God.
why you?
What are you pulling out all these cards for?
Well, so
Perhaps
there's
we
that-
can.
I feel like
there's
sexism,
racism,
no,
there's
because we haven't encountered any sexism at all.
You also
like,
haven't-
not even a little bit.
yeah.
Perhaps this lore building stuff can be learned in Discord instead of.
Actually, you know what's a good point? You know what's a good point? There is sexism, and you want to know why? It's because Beauty, the only girl on our team, left, and we have not had a
That's your
female
issue with
main cast.
management.
We don't pass whatever the test is.
Bechtel test.
The Bechtel,
Pass the Bechdel test.
the Bechtel test is for women, by the way.
Yeah.
It is for women. What does
Yeah,
that mean?
No,
it's for
it
it's
is
for
for
conversations. It's for
For-
conversations
oh,
between
yeah,
women.
okay.
Yeah.
Like,
The
yeah.
only way it could possibly count is if Beauty talked to other women.
I'm not sure if that's like a systemic issue. I think that's just an issue with us as
Yeah, you
player
guys
characters.
are the sexist.
I think we're the sexist ones.
I mean, I know I'm a sexist. I only have like 2 girl OCs. You didn't have to tell me that.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
By the way, yeah, every single like 90% of the powerful NPCs in this game have been women.
yeah.
That is true
Well-
because women are evil.
Yeah, and we
Anyways,
killed one.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah.
We'll kill them all.
Oh. 8:30 slips back to 9 p.m. for reasons unknown.
Yeah.
yeah.
Essential world building.
Yes. Anyways, is there a way you could take us back to Tano?
That's what we agreed, right?
Yeah.
Honey, project
Yeah, I
strength. You're the boss
suppose.
now. Project strength.
What?
Project strength. Be a better boss.
Oh, no, I'm not like that at all.
He's not like other bosses.
Yeah, I'm not like other
Well,
bosses.
He's gonna eat you alive, but yeah, good luck.
He's right, you know. They will eat you alive.
That's fine.
Lizard folk have quite sharp jaws.
You know, this isn't the point. Can you or can you not take us back?
Yes, unless you're planning on going back on our agreement.
No.
Then I don't see why not. As
Well,
long as
let's
there's
get
food
the
in
hell
it.
out of here then.
Yeah, we'll have to give you a rain check on that. Are you at the port every day?
Say as a DM, you brought extra rations.
I thought we gave it to them already.
Yeah, you brought 2, and you said 1 to get there, and then you get the other food when you get back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got this. Well,
Would
can
we-
you?
Oops, sorry.
No, you can go.
Oh, I was just gonna say.
Go.
By the way, when we get back to the mainland, where are we going? Are we going to go, tell Uko that Gerlinda is dead? Or are we going, straight to bed? Because I think there's still a bit of light out, and I feel like this is pretty important.
I don't think we can answer that for you.
Oh, I meant for these other guys. I know you have other things to think about. I apologize.
Like how much you want to kiss each other.
Well, Hugo did say that he would be aware when Belinda died in some sense. So I don't know
Yeah.
if a face-to-face meeting is needed.
I think it's fair to just go over there and check with him if you
Yes,
want
but
to. I don't know about me.
I
I just want
also
to crash
would
into the
say
nearest
that
bed. So
since you are now kind of, your claw or whatever, I don't think it's a good idea to bring you there. You're kind of his nemesis now.
Is
oh,
he?
am I? But he's my doctor.
Wait, what?
No, the other guy.
What?
You're mixing them up.
Wait, it's
He's a
Uko.
barber.
No, he's your barber.
Getting
not your
confused
doctor.
like stuff. Okay, yeah, for my hair, yeah.
Oh, we're not talking about
Scary.
Embers' ex-boyfriend. It's different.
Kynan is your doctor.
I couldn't.
That's a
Okay,
different-
sorry.
Kynan,
I could have mixed up
the
some.
Goliath, who works in the clinic, and Uko, the half orc or the full orc, mob boss, who works as the barber.
Listen. They all are tall. It gets tall people kind of look all the same. I'm sorry.
They look the same,
That's a
to
little
be honest.
racist, honey.
They look
I
all the
am
same.
racist. That's new character development.
Cool.
Let's get on the boat out of here, please.
Yeah,
Agreed.
can you take us
All
back
the-
to Tano?
All the inclusivity that Sunny had was stored in the tail.
Yeah, he lost it.
It was.
I don't know if Sunny was like. I feel like Sunny had a point where he was like, "Should I take my tail or should I just leave it behind?"
You should eat it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Eat
That's
it.
what I
It's
say.
realistic.
It's to gain its power.
Nom, nom, nom.
Maybe Sunny goes back and takes it up.
No, it's so
Oh my
bad.
god.
That's like taking your arm.
I don't know.
It's
You
like
could
no,
offer it
It's
to
weird
the
to leave it
lizard
there.
I guess for leopard ew. Yeah.
No,
I guess
Sunny
for
would feel
lizard
really
folk,
gross about that.
It's like if you had like hair that's super super long and then somebody shaved your head. Like it's gonna grow back, but like damn, that really hurts.
Oh yeah, Sunny, you are like,
Mhm.
you can like twist your body so much faster than you could before. It's very weird.
Yeah.
You should give you know what? Fuck you. Give him a dex debuff. He's uncoordinated. He just lost
Damn.
40% of his body weight.
you know what?
Yeah.
If you agree to that, I will.
Oh,
If you want that,
yeah,
I will
agree with
give
that. I
you
agree with it.
disadvantage on dexterity saves for the next
Yeah.
24 hours. Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I think he'd adjust.
Yeah.
It's not like like they're meant to fall off, you know?
Yeah. All right,
Mhm.
disadvantage on dex saves for the next 24 hours.
Tee.
It is decreed.
Tee. Okay, we're on the boat.
You're on. Well, no, you're on the parapets. But yes, if you so choose, you can leave the parapets,
We need to get on the boat.
go to the boat, and you guys just heading off into the toxic fog.
Yes, sir.
Let's drink our potions.
There you go.
Our antitoxin.
I'd take a slurp.
Does it
Alright.
take 30 minutes to kick in like most medicine?
No, it's
Oh,
magical.
It's magic.
Yeah, it's
Okay, good.
magic.
Okay.
Let me see. No more antitoxin.
Nope,
Yes.
no more antitoxin. All right. So, you guys with ghost skeleton in tow now, and all your spoils of battle, make your way through the fog once again. Can I have everyone make a Constitution saving throw with advantage?
I am rolling
Nice.
with my physical dice this time because I just do not trust D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With advantage? Goodness gracious. Give me a second.
That's gonna
for
be-
Okay, well,
17 for me.
Okay.
15
that's 17 for me
Wargame.
too.
21.
21.
There's an echo on that.
Wassel.
Croissant.
Wassel.
Fuck, man.
We're so mature.
Ember, what was your score?
16.
16. Everyone passes.
Yay!
You
We're
guys.
so good at this whole thing.
What?
I said we're so good at this whole thing.
Yeah.
So true.
You've learned.
No one died.
However much you
Mhm,
can
mhm,
learn from avoiding toxin. But you hold your breath as much as you can, taking, gulps of air in a safe way, in a safe manner, covering your mouth with cloth and whatnot. No one takes any poison damage or acid damage or whatever the damage I said it was before. I've forgotten.
Poison, I think.
I think it might have been poison, but it makes more sense that it was acid because she's an acid dragon. Anyway, when you emerge from the fog, it is a kind of dark and dreary day. Like, the partly cloudy skies that you had left under have now turned into fully overcast skies by now. And you see the towering buildings of capital city of Tano, the gateway city, kind of emerge on the horizon, make your way into the port, and you're back.
Can I do something quickly before we get off the boat while we're still in the water?
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead.
I feel just to get out the big cloud, Emma just turns around and goes, by the way, I heard all the things you said while I was dead.
Ha.
You could hear us?
Well,
No.
ish.
Where were you?
That was something beyond. I don't know.
You
That's-
saw it and you remember?
Yes. Well,
That's extremely important.
Oh, we'll need to talk in detail.
Did it look?
that wasn't really my point. But yes, there's an afterlife, yada yada yada. Not important.
Oh,
But did it look like there was water everywhere and there were like statues, but they like changed faces? And like
Oh.
if you had let go of your tether, you would fall into a never-ending abyss.
It's very
It was-
specific.
It was my mom's old garden.
Okay, so it wasn't that.
Oh,
Everyone's
that's very
immediately disappointed.
Hey, are you okay?
Yes, guys. Later. It's
Okay. Because I don't remember any of this.
The way she explained it was, it's what you make of it. It's what you want it to be.
Oh, that makes it
Huh.
worse, actually.
That makes very. That sounds
Anyway.
very
God.
peaceful.
But I'm just more focused on, some people said some very nice things to me, bring me back. Emma, you had Sunny. Sunny did it, not you, I noticed.
Oh yeah, I was busy ripping Gerlinda a new one.
Oh, well, you're forgiven then. That is a worthy pursuit. That's way
Yes.
better than trying to
No,
revive me.
Forgive me for triple tapping when she got up from an arrow to the skull.
It didn't even fucking
Just
work
know
though.
I'm not being sarcastic here. I mean it. That was way better than reviving me. You did good.
I hope what I said
Yeah.
didn't take any offense because I truly do not know you, Ember. But
Well, you
I don't know.
revived me. You're forgiven for, a flattering
I
comment.
I may have not, known you well for long as each other, but hey, I meant what I said.
oops.
I think you are a hero.
I actually quite like yours one, and Lawrence will take our thing later.
yes, we will.
All right, so you guys pull into the McKinnon port, right into the same space you left next to the massive ship that sustained all the damage from an unknown source. And you guys do what?
I have a question.
What is your question?
If we were in the McKinnon port, did the portmaster just never recognize me?
You were disguised.
Yeah, you were disguised, I thought.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm not disguised anymore, so I'm gonna keep a low profile.
Ember's gonna flip his hood up the second they get in port.
Absolutely.
Sunny will tell the portmaster, like, hey, still alive. I didn't get myself like.
You guys never
Like I said, I
talked with
was
the
gonna do that.
portmaster. You guys talked with.
Wait, who was I talking to?
You talked with. You talked
Like
with
a
your contact.
colleague.
Yeah, your shipping and receiving
Oh.
guy. I don't remember
Yeah,
exactly
okay,
his
the Amazon
name.
guy, got him.
The Amazon guy.
I have it. I think I have it in my notes. Give me a second.
Yeah, I might have it. I probably do.
I just remember him having a silly accent.
I don't even remember
I
his
remember
accent.
his-
Fuck. His name was Harland Wolf.
You should just
Harlan
give him
Wolf.
a
I guess I
Midwestern
did.
accent.
Yeah,
all the
Harlan.
day.
Peermeister. Daughter does not want lilies because lilies. She's allergic or something. Yeah. I wrote that down too.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Not the pier master, just your shipping and receiving guy.
Shipping and receiving guy
Yeah.
editing.
No, the pier master is, Embers' dad.
Oh,
God.
ew.
Wow.
That's you? That's my dad.
Oh,
I don't know.
Issues with him.
What?
I thought you had
No,
issues
no,
with
Sunny
him.
doesn't have issues with them. I mean, Embers, not Sunny. I'm getting my kobolds mixed up.
No, I don't have any issues with my dad.
I thought you had issues with like your whole family.
No, I love my. What are you talking about?
That's odd.
What do you mean that's odd?
that's
You're
nice
a
that you
D&D
love it.
character.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
D&D.
What
Did
does
you
that
call me a
mean?
character? Is that all I am to you?
Yes,
I think it's very nice that you get along with your
that is all
family.
Emmer says to me.
Anyway,
Sandwiches,
I'm-
please.
going to keep a low profile. Yes,
Oh,
use your sandwich.
yes. Yes, sandwich.
Num 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 num.
I think Ember's gonna hand them one of the sandwiches just to confuse them.
I have a
Get rid of
request,
receiver.
Spencer.
Yeah.
Can these guys exclaim yippee once they have their sandwich?
Yippee! Yum 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 yum. Yippee!
Can they click their heels together?
And then
those
they
little
kiss
hands?
each other.
Yes, the one gives a peck on the cheek to the other.
Nice. Okay.
I love you almost as much as I love this sandwich. Just almost.
I love this sandwich. Yippee.
And they share a few words in Draconic that Emerus
That I would know.
That you
Can
would
I,
know.
can I understand?
Yes, it is. This sandwich is almost as good as you.
That's huge.
Ew. I hate gay people.
So,
Funny,
where are we heading for this?
the one, the dark, I think it was the dark lizard folk, has not spoken since you guys met.
Maybe he's shy.
Maybe he just doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Maybe. There's a lot of
They don't
maybes in this world.
discriminate.
There's a lot of maybes. in
Yeah,
this
true.
world.
And to resolve those maybes, where are you guys headed first? What y'all doing?
Should we go see Uko?
I would say Morgaine is good with going to see Uko.
I am as well.
After hearing what Ember said, a little hesitant, but if everybody's going, he's gonna go too.
Right.
Yep, we're all gonna go.
Pull up my Uko page.
Uko moment.
Uko moment.
Uko.com.
Yep. Host my own website on Uko.
Uko.org.
Uko.tn for Tano.
Got Uko? Question mark?
TN. I love that.
Uko.gov. Anyway. You guys make your way down the crowded streets of Tano to the Crystal Comb, familiar barber shop. And you see Uko is currently in the process of giving a customer, looks like a haircut.
Morgaine will wave.
His back is to you.
Ember, you should probably take this.
Ember still has his hood up. He's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
We know where you are.
No, you don't.
No.
No.
We don't?
Well, you
I
know,
am standing
No,
right behind you, but you don't
can't
know that. I
tell.
have the hood up.
you know where Ember is, but you can't really interact with him. It's like you kind of know that
Oh
there
my
is
God.
someone there.
So I know his general vicinity.
Yeah, pretty much. But like it's like
You can still hear
Feels like a
us.
stranger.
it's a very confusing feeling.
The not staring at Ember, I will just like look back, like not focus on him and be like, Ember?
Nothing.
Is there no response? And then he's like, oh, fuck you. And then he's gonna walk into the barbershop.
Ember follows closely behind. Right behind.
I hate this magic.
Like,
Like I got my glasses off 24/7.
Who's glasses?
Morgaine will follow.
This is getting distracting. Never mind.
I'm gonna do the same thing where I walk pointedly loudly.
Okay, you're walking
I'm
into
not gonna sneak up on a mafia boss.
Taking big, powerful man steps.
Man,
Big boy
big,
steps.
big stompy.
big
I'm stomping a little.
big boy stompy.
No, this is just rude.
Ember stumps her own feet behind, so Embers seems more substantial.
No,
There should be a level of bullshittery to this magic.
there is as much bullshittery as I so choose because this is a fun topic that I wanted to explore.
Okay.
I'm gonna abuse this so much.
Does he not turn around when I approach loudly?
He looks at you guys entering because you entered through a door with a bell on top. It's not like you were unnoticed. This is a
Okay, good.
normal establishment for business. And he kind of turns and says, "Howdy. You guys are back. All right, I'll be with you in just a bit. I'm assuming the job is done."
All right. It is.
Very well.
We have a lot to talk about.
Suppose you do. Let me finish up with this guy.
Take your time.
All right.
He rushes it and fucks up his haircut. Alright, get out.
What hair?
Instead of like
Oh.
carefully trimming, he just like
No, I thought
buzzes.
Sunny meant
buzzes.
like his own hair.
No. The customers.
While they wait, Emrys is gonna go up to Sunny and whisper, be like, "Whatever you do, do not tell him your name. You could go by your last name if you would like, but
What?
it's best if we don't."
Does
let him
Sunny have
Sonny has a last name?
Flower.
That's what
I don't know.
thought.
He has parents. It
Mr.
would
Flower.
then follow.
Only two
So he could take
of
my
the...
last name. He could take my last name.
Yeah, there we
okay?
go. Yeah, that's a good idea. Tell my name. My last name is McKinnon.
Guys,
Yeah.
only
Unaffiliated. There's more than one McKinnon.
Unaffiliated.
3 of the 8 people that have been in this party have last names.
Yeah.
I mean, Emrys is out of necessity.
Yeah.
Okay, Sunny will just come up with a name on the spot, so it's fine.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you're a merchant, you have to have a last name. That was the point of last names.
Well, this is D&D.
Yeah, screw you.
Is-
Okay then.
Is Sunny's like full name like Sunny Flower?
No.
No.
His name is Sunflower. His last name is totally not looking through a list of flowers right now.
No.
Edelweiss.
Sunflower,
Yeah,
sunflower.
Edelweiss. Oh,
And his
Edelweiss,
last-
you're so right.
No,
You're
his
so
last
right.
name
It
should
is Edelweiss.
I am
His
so
last
right.
name
I'm
should
the
be
DM.
Bougainvillea.
Yeah. What did you say?
His last name should be Bougainvillea.
Via. Why?
Because it's a
Another
pretty
flower.
flower.
His
Yeah, but yeah, it's true.
his
You know
nursery's
what?
already
I
named.
I canon that.
Okay. So
It's a
you named your
silly name.
nursery not after your last name, but after a different flower. Got
We
it.
named that a flower. Yeah, can you just tell me? Can you write that down in chat? So Bougainvillea.
Oh my gosh,
That's
I'll get it in a
definitely
second. Oh my
nice.
lord.
That-
Don't worry, just do your D&D thing. I'll find it in a second for you.
Oh yeah.
How are you gonna live in Florida and not know what this flower is? Anyway, continue.
I live in
Baloney.
Florida. I don't know how to fish, swim, do anything Floridians don't do.
Fuck. Okay. Back to D&D. You guys wait for a bit, and the the halfling man that Uko is currently finishing up his goatee finishes, steps up, pays, walks out, and Uko then goes to the front door, locks it, and turns the sign saying they're open to being closed. And kind of turns to you. No more smile in his head, in his face. Just kind of a stern look. All right. What answers do you need?
Ember flips his hood down.
Oh,
Are you not gonna ask about what happened?
I assume she's dead.
He is?
I Excellent.
Did you know about her being,
Did you know about her being a dragon?
She.
That's a no.
She was a
wanted to-
dragon.
Just wanted to clarify, seeing as how we're business partners in this.
Now it wouldn't surprise me, but no, I did not know she was a dragon. What kind of dragon? No. Let me hold up. I guess black. Green, maybe.
I guess she was black.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
Oh,
The worst kind of them.
no, that one. Oh no.
No,
You're going to hell. You're going to hell.
no, my friends, my fellow spectators. We have a black player in our party. It's okay.
Yes, it's
my
okay. It's
God.
okay.
Oh my god, no.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, I had to do you dirty with that one. Continue.
Well, doesn't surprise me. But you guys took on a dragon.
Yes.
That we did.
Unwillingly, but yes.
And y'all
We went to-
survived.
Yeah,
Sort of.
Did.
Mostly.
Just barely.
Mostly. Kind of raises an eyebrow at that.
Next
Ember.
Now
Nope.
I'm counting 5 heads and 5 heads left here, so looks like y'all survived.
We all survived. We all
Points to
survived.
his own
Oh yeah.
That's the end.
At the end, we did all survive. That is true.
Very
I think
well.
at the end of the day, whatever blood feud you have with Ember would be done now.
I never had a blood feud. Just had a debt to repay. No hard feelings, you hear? Just business.
That's business.
And that
Ember
debt
so
has
strong.
been repaid. If indeed
Good.
she is dead. Though now that I know she's a dragon, it finds my brain hard to believe that the lot of you went up against her and survived. What kind of dragon? Well, how big? How old? How big was
Everest
her
will
horde?
silently
I need these
squat.
answers.
open his bag and pull out the probably 2 or 3 yards of black dragon skin.
Now that's some good proof.
Mm-hmm.
Though how do I know that wasn't just taken from one of your prior escapades?
Oh my gosh, do you see the blood and gore dripping off of it?
Indeed,
Yeah, it's
I
still
do.
pretty fresh and gross.
Now I'm not no fool, and I know there's plenty of ways to keep flesh fresh.
Just do an insight check.
You guys, well, no, you guys make a persuasion check.
Look, the only way we can
so-
really show you is by taking us out of wood. If you want, we can come back tomorrow. I'll place down a zone of truth, and you can make sure we're telling the truth. But besides that, you just gotta take us out of wood.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes, sir.
Can I give him advantage
Yes,
with the pelt I
Sure,
have?
yes, because you're holding the pelt. Not a pelt, the scales?
Can I add on to that by showing off my battle scars?
No!
And my lost Damn!
AKA your frog butt.
You're...
My front and the fact that I had like half of like my arm and like part of my body melted with the acid. That's
I was
still
gonna
a
say,
thing.
Ember looks all fucked up. And he's like,
He does not look good.
I don't believe you fought a
Sunny,
dragon."
Are
Sunny
you guys gonna-
also looks messed up too with the acid as well.
Are you guys gonna bring that up to Uko?
Yes,
Oh.
Emrys is just
Yes,
gonna have
that's-
a confused and kind of incredulous face as he just gestures to the like multiple maimed party members.
Well, now, if y'all are insinuating that that's not a disguise, as I know y'all have to do before, that makes sense of you.
Do you
Went
want
up
to?
a dragon.
Do you want to touch this?
I would prefer not.
Don't touch my face.
I can create a zone of truth. If-
Oh,
Lawrence, what was your persuasion before we go into this?
6. I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay. If you,
How many people can
God.
fit in a zone of truth?
I think it's
I
like,
imagine like a lot.
y'all squeeze in.
Zone of Truth is a 15
Oh yeah,
foot sphere.
all of you.
Okay.
9.
So y'all be careful what you say now.
If
We
y'all,
killed Galinda.
if you cast the zone of truth, Morgan, are you doing that?
Okay, I will use my 4th level spell slot because
God.
I'm out of a 2nd level spell slots.
Is there any
Jesus.
leveling for zone of truth at higher levels?
No.
Okay. Sure.
Tells you the truth or more.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
truth.
So, Morgaine, he will take out his guitar, and with a few strums and a tap of his foot, a field of golden energy spreads over the room.
All right.
If anyone resisting it, if anyone is going to resist it, then they make a charisma saving throw.
I'm gonna
I would like
resist
to
it.
do that.
Yeah.
Resistant.
Oh my god. Okay.
Does that
That's a
ruin the whole
9.
thing?
No, it
Or is
doesn't.
it just us?
No, it's
Okay.
just you. So Ember, you
Well,
fail.
that's gonna be a
Shit.
20.
Emrys, you succeed. And Morgan, you
8.
know Emrys
That's an 8.
succeed.
I don't plan
All
on
right.
lying. It's just,
And Sunny,
never know.
what was yours? 18?
8.
Oh, 8, you fail. Wow, so one honest person, or 2 honest people, both orcs.
Yo.
Okay. Uko kind of waves a hand to go ahead.
We killed Galinda earlier today.
He was a
We
massive
spoke to
black
a
dragon.
ghost. She was a massive black dragon. She spoke to us as a ghost, and then he said she was dead. She was dead.
Yeah, we also killed her twice
Yeah.
and shredded her skull after her second death, so she's very much worm chow.
You cannot get more dead than that, to my knowledge.
Yeah, you
And I
were
was
pretty
also
angry
briefly
with.
I mean, she was more dead. Sorry, Morgan, we don't need to go there.
Oh,
I was there to see it happen.
She turned into a ghost, you said?
Yes.
And then
An
spoke to you.
apparition.
Yes.
What'd she say?
Sneered. You know.
Words.
She offered us another contract, but it had nothing to do with you, so it doesn't really matter.
I think it
The
does
job
matter.
that you've hired us to do to kill Galinda is done.
You know what? You're right. This job is done, and Gerlinda, I trust you at your word. Find out you're not telling the truth and the whole truth about her demise. Well, I don't think there's a place on this good green earth that you could hide. But you shouldn't be needing to do that.
While we're here, Uko, do you mind if I ask you a few questions, since we're being honest and all?
Not at all. You guys have earned my trust, and like I said, should you so choose, you can be part of my family.
We don't need the zone of truth anymore, do we?
No, leave it up, leave it up.
Oh, okay.
Was
Do you know if
Uko
Uko failed?
Was Uko in this zone?
Yeah, it's a 60-foot diameter sphere centered on
15.
Morgaine. 15-foot radius.
Wait, that's
Wait, hold on.
That math
that's
does not
30-foot
math.
diameter. Not
Okay, I was like,
No,
How-
15-foot radius. Wait, why is it?
You can cast
Is
it.
Is that a D&D math failure?
So you can no.
Wait, hang on.
I think what it is
That's weird.
You can cast it at a point within 60 feet of yourself, and from
Okay,
that point,
yeah,
it
that
is
works.
15-foot radius. And I'm assuming you
But
cast
it's
it.
not like
yes.
a big barber shop, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
so
too.
Yeah,
I
it's
will
still
roll
30
for.
feet
I will
diameter.
roll for Uko. The interesting first roll of this game on with. I need the actual dice out. Give me a sec. Alrighty, what's the DC?
15.
Okay. And you know the result of whether he passed or failed?
Yes.
Okay, I will DM you the result.
Embers is gonna. I know that Morgaine casted this, right?
Yes. Everyone, any affected creature is aware of the spell affecting them and can avoid answering questions if they want to try.
Yeah.
Like, they can be evasive or even silent.
Embers is gonna turn to you and tilt his head into question. Is
Morgaine
it
will just nod.
all right? Ugo, if you don't mind me asking, is there anything you could share with us about the Daybreak Society?
Sure thing. What you need to know?
Have you heard of one of their members named Creed? I could describe him if you don't know his name.
Yeah, of course I have. I'm the one who told you about him, remember?
Oh, you're right. Could you elaborate on that? He's become a stronger interest of ours, past just idle concern.
Well, I don't know much. Unfortunately. Belinda probably knew more about her Reed than I did. But I know he's right in tight with the Council of the Republic.
You know why that is?
Couldn't say. Probably does some sort of bribery of the sort.
Do you have any information about the corruption within the council that you could share? I know this may potentially be a sensitive subject for you.
Don't much care about the council myself. You know, you need boots on the ground to be doing any sort of proper governance. That's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm.
There's corruption.
would...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just gonna ask if you knew anything about the son of Tano's leader.
Ivre.
Yes.
Well, I know he's the son of their leader, of Sergei. Don't know much else about him. He's not super visible in the political sphere. More hides in the background. Of course, doesn't have a reason to be. He doesn't hold much power.
You're not allied with the Daybreak Society in any way, correct? Just
Hell
clarifying.
no, I'm not.
All right. Well, then
Look
I
at
will
me.
share with you in good faith that Creed is an alias for Ivre.
He kind of scrunches his eyes, or scrunches his nose, and just kind of squints his eyes a little and says, "Now, how did you come across this information?"
Fucking
Aside-
ghost.
Okay, let me do the talking.
The dragon ghost. So Gerlinda
Aside
did
from the
know a little
fact-
bit more.
I don't know how much you know about me, Ugo, but aside from the fact that
Quite a
Creed
bit.
very much would like me dead,
A lot of people would like you dead.
yes, a lot of people would like me dead. One of Gerlinda's last little stirring the pot was revealing Ivre's true identity. Or Breed's true identity.
Never did
I'm
like
aware
to.
that might not
Ever,
mean much coming from her, but
well, she never did like to end an argument without making people uncomfortable. So, what
do
do
you
you plan
have
to do on her?
any?
You plan to act on
Do you
that
know why
information?
she may? No, not really. Do you know why she might want him dead? She's the one that wants us to kill him. Aside from our own reasons.
I do not know. What other information did she say about working? Did they have some sort of... Did they work together?
No, I mean, she wasn't exactly amiable. She tried to get us to promise to kill him before we even knew who he was, so you can imagine she wasn't super interested in giving us all the details as to her motivations. Just
What was
that she aimed to have us finish what she'd started and perhaps continue to allow her influence, even though she does not have a corporeal body anymore.
Morgaine is going to cast message to whisper to Emrys. What about that name she mentioned about making a contract with someone?
Oh, goodness. I can whisper back, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, but I'm worried about revealing too much about what we don't know. Though you can go on ahead if
Morgan,
you
make a history
think
check.
it's worth it.
History okay. Oh boy.
I mean, do you remember the name?
No, I do not.
Well,
that is an 18.
I remember it sounded feminine.
Yeah,
And it
it
was
sounded
short.
feminine.
it was Ivre.
Oh,
Was it?
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay. My bad then, because I totally thought it was a different name.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was like a woman's name. Okay.
He said the bitch Ivre, which might have predispositioned yourself. If you're sexist.
I am sexist.
Like he.
Thanks for asking. Nothing besides the fact that she doesn't like Ivre for whatever reason. I mean, I have my reasons, but
And what might those reasons be?
the whole Daybreak Society thing seems like a pretty simple and open-ended one.
Care to explain?
I could give less of a shit. I could give less of a shit about the kind of person he is individually. But the Daybreak Society has set their sights on my family, so.
How do you know it's not the opposite way?
What do you mean?
You want the truth. Seeing as you cast a spell and whatnot.
I want the dead truth.
Your family, the McKinnon house, correct?
Yes.
I know they've been working with Ivre quite a bit.
He's the child of a head political figure. Everybody would like to work with him.
Indeed. Though it's strange. He's only talking with the McKinnon family. Don't think the child of the crowned head who has normally no interest in the political sphere has suddenly gotten an interest in the mercantile business. Do you think that's strange or not?
I do think it's strange, but I mean, you didn't even know he had a separate alias.
I did not know that he was Creed. But now that I have this information, I'm just putting the pieces on the board. Cards on the table, as it were. You say, Creed runs the Daybreak Society. Creed and Ivre are the same person. And Ivre has been talking with your family for quite a bit more than he used to. Seems to
I
be
have
some
no
sort
doubt
of
that-
strange connection there.
I have no doubt that he is worming his way into the pockets of whoever thinks will best aid him. I just doubt the implication that my family knows who exactly they're working with.
Very well. Can't say I know for certain either, so I suppose that's a fair hill to stand on.
Emrys will turn to the rest of the party. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to say or ask?
I do, but it can wait till after the more really important stuff.
Alright, I just know that I've gotten pretty much all I think I can out of a nice conversation. So, feel free to step in.
My main question was, about my whole debt, and that's squared away, so I'm good.
Indeed it is. there comes the question now of, will you join us?
Oh, I still have my question.
Wait, no, you're serious?
Indeed I am, as serious as I was when I first proposed it a couple days ago.
Oh, God, no. Oh, no. Definitely not.
Kind of looks a little downtrodden, but takes it in stride and says, disappointment? But you're at your life, and I understand.
Well, my last Tano crime boss just turned into a fucking dragon and tried to kill me. I'm not in a rush to get in contact with the next Tano boss. I don't know, maybe you're a manticore or something. I don't want to test it.
Uh,
Embers will gesture to Sunny and himself and say, we can come back to you later for that one. We clearly have unfinished business.
I don't know if I'm, cut out for a job like that. But you seem like a good person, at least to me, and trying to, do some good at least. I'm not opposed to, helping you out where I can.
he kind of looks over you and says, I think we can come to some sort of arrangement with that.
Oh, but I do have a question for you.
No, of course.
Earlier, when we first came to see you, after we, talked at that tavern, I asked about if you had any information regarding a tiefling in the city, if he's in the city.
That's right. I don't know of the specific tiefling you're talking about, but I might be able to get you in touch with someone.
Oh?
We can discuss it during our larger discussion about your path of employment.
Okay.
Should you still be up for the task, of course.
We can definitely talk about it.
Very well. Talk is what I do well. All right. Any other questions?
One more.
Shoot.
Did you hear anything from Gerlinda once she died? She made some sort of announcement, the extent to which we don't fully understand yet, but it had some implications for the people that had murdered her. So I'm just curious as to if it had reached you.
Can't say I did. What sort of announcement are we talking about?
In some way publicly identifying us as the people to replace her, regardless of our intention to take over what she had done before. We haven't settled on what our course of action is, but just wanted to make sure we didn't hastily make enemies with you.
Now y'all saying you guys are next in line to replace her?
That's what she implied. I don't think we're all too excited to do that. Hence why we came back to talk to you.
Oh no, this is I was gonna say unfortunate circumstance y'all found yourself into, but this could prove to be mighty useful.
It could, but we are
Knowing
not
her?
currently.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're all right. I just wanted to make it clear that we are not currently committing to any sort of action.
Well,
So-
whether or not you
I
are
could
committed...
change at a moment's notice.
Ember,
What? Strong bargaining point. I got this.
Well, whether or not you are agreeing to anything, I have a feeling your hand's already been, pushed. Whether or not you want to be. If what she says is true, and I can only assume that what she cast out into the ether was only heard by people of her own group, well, I don't think they care if you agree or not. Some might respect you, others, well, we'll just have to see.
I think I'm beginning to understand what she meant.
I hope you are. It's powerful. Powerful words. Coming from even a halfling, that's powerful. But a dragon? Ooh boy. Worrying stuff.
Yes, ooh boy indeed. I don't imagine you want that kind of chaos out on your streets, would you?
My
Remember, you
streets
know
are...
he's implying that she called every dragon she knows to let them know that her hoard is up for grabs.
Yes, I can read subtext.
Okay, I'm not too worried about what's
Now
happening
hold
on the
on
street.
there. Every single dragon. I haven't heard of any other dragons. They're quite rare. That might be well the case.
Implication was for gang members, not dragons.
I do agree with Ember here that the more likely scenario is she just calling all gang members.
Yes.
However,
which is what I'm saying. You probably don't
you
want
better-
gang members buying up.
you better hope Ember's right, and it's not her fellow dragons.
I'm an optimist.
Imagine a conclave of dragons attacking
No.
the capital city.
Oh no! A chromatic conclave of dragons.
Imagine.
Who could imagine such a thing?
You're finally awake.
Uh,
I almost made that joke earlier when Ember woke up.
So, as far as I know, black dragons do not quite like working with others.
That's reassuring then.
I sure hope, for all of our sakes.
I actually do have another question about the whole thing. How in the world did a dragon create a lair this close to a capital city without anyone really realizing it?
Well, you have to remember, half the people in this city are drunk, the other half too busy making money.
Oh, that's a good point. And she could turn into a person.
And there's that. The fact that she went
Okay.
out into the middle of the swamp, put up some sort of fog, I'm assuming, probably didn't lend itself to prying eyes. Dragons, for all their ferocity and feralness, they are quite intelligent. Only heard tale of one more dragon in this land.
Ooh? Would Borgain know of such a legend?
Make a history check with advantage.
Ooh. Ooh.
That is an 18.
Let's go.
As he kind of tells the story of a massive ancient dragon born of fire and lava in the... Where the fuck is the map?
Sounds
Oh,
You don't know that region.
On the...
I know what you're thinking.
You've never been here, but you know of it. The Brimstone Islands in the Ashcrest Gulf.
Mm-hmm.
There's been stories of, just a massive ancient red dragon living there.
I'd rather not even think about bothering another dragon.
Now, the dragons, they warp the landscape they inhabit. They change it to suit their needs, and Well, I'm sure you've looked at a map before and see how wide that influence spreads.
I think we should avoid going there.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I'm not in a hurry.
Man.
Get there.
Yeah, nothing important up there, right?
Not
Good.
yet.
Well, quite, unless you consider the 3 seals important. No, nothing important up there.
The
What?
The 3 seals.
DM, can I do a little roll?
Can I do that too?
Oh, I
Yeah, they give
love
me a little
bringing a
roll.
world lore that you guys probably might know about, but there's too much to actually explain before the game. Yeah, make a history check, all of you.
I love how what including me, I wasn't there for that.
Ooh, 21.
You weren't there for world history class?
9.
No. Let me roll it. What is it?
This is an 8.
History, you said?
History.
That is going to be a 14 for me.
Voice.
Well, some of you might know about it. The 3 seals, 3 towns, equidistant from the middle of where the dragon may lay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe. Actually, give me a second. Doc! Get in here, bring a map. Let me see. Oh, yes! Oh my god, that is not his voice. Jesus Christ.
That's not who he is. That's not who he is.
He's sick. It's okay. His voice is a little
He's
off
the
today.
gay twink. I listened to Lady Gaga. Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
Right away, sir. Then a world map of the Espen continent is laid out, and he points out 3 towns: Teova, Omen Rock, and Pyrelite. In the Valley of Ire, around the Ashcrest Gulf. Because now these three towns, they're all connected with magical tethers. Tethers that keep the... Well, I'm only hearing this from third-party sources, never been myself. But, that was the epicenter of one of the planar conjunctions. Fire conjunction, to be precise. And, well, only 150 years ago, that area is mighty unstable, so, people of the Expanse built up those 3 seals and keep it from exploding anymore.
Oh.
Interesting.
How the dragon plays into all that, whether it's from the fire plane, whether it just took up refuge in a fiery area surrounded by a desert, who knows?
Well, thankfully this doesn't seem very topical to us right now, so.
Sorry, I feel quite compelled to tell the truth.
No, you're alright. I'm just glad that we don't have to worry about this.
Well, I believe we've been talking for quite enough. Anything else on your minds?
Nope.
Nope.
Excellent. Well then. Morgan, look forward to talking with you. Would you stick around, or do you have other business?
You'll look around to the other party members and just say like, do I?
I mean, we can meet you
Yes.
at the tavern.
Okay, that can work.
Oh god, idiot. Fine.
Alrighty, well. Ember, congratulations on clearing
Yes.
your debt.
Thank you.
may not be part of
Congratulations on
us.
being the...
You may not be part of us, but I do hold you in high regard now.
Well, smart decision.
Don't make another mistake like that again.
Listen, I would say no, but honestly, no promises. It might happen.
Ember is still bound by the truth spell, so yeah, that's probably as accurate as possible.
Yeah.
Alright then. enjoy this gloomy weather. And he's gonna kind of gesture for Morgan to come visit him down beneath the butch. Why do I keep calling it a butchery? It's a barber shop. Down beneath
Because
the
they're the
barber shop.
mafia.
Butchering hair.
Yeah, they're butchering the hair.
Right.
If you're very bad at cutting hair, it does become a butchery.
That's true.
All right. And with that, I believe we can end the session.
Wow.
Good job,
Good
everyone.
job, team.
Fantastic work.
Oh boy,
Fantastic work,
I
team.
have only cried during a D&D session once before.
Yeah.
Holy
It was
shit.
very
that
good. It
afterlife
was very
scene.
Emotionally
good.
charged.
That was so good.
You slayed, Spencer.
I slayed,
did.
yes.
Yeah,
Hey,
slay.
wig.
I
Good job.
I spent an hour searching for the right music for that thing because I was like, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
that
playing.
was
You know
some
what?
good
Did you
music for
just
that.
start
I've
playing
done the
the
same
game?
thing.
I did.
I've done the same thing.
I did just start.
Music,
Go with mood.
D&D, like DMs, sometimes really undervalue the power of music.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the first, like, easiest ways to take me out of a scene is to like not have music.
Mhm.
True.
Yeah, I love music and love the effects it can have. And Ember, congratulations on finishing your character arc. You laid out a fantastic story for your character, and I'm
So good.
hoping that I gave you proper, good closure, and it was a good story.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was a very good landing. Now it's a new character arc.
So, thank you everyone. Thank you
that.
players. Thank you spectators. This was very fun as always. We will probably be taking a break for next week as I need to prep, and I don't think Lawrence will be, or I don't think Connor will be able to run Pathfinder
Yes.
just yet.
Probably not.
Probably not. But if you
But
guys,
speaking of which, for those of you that have not sent me your character concepts, get
Oh
them
god,
in
that's right.
when
Oh, shit,
you're
yes.
ready,
This is targeted.
because
This is targeted.
This is literally not targeted because
not
I
targeted.
know
No, you
I've
sent
sent
me your
it, and I don't know how many other people have sent it.
Yeah,
I have
I
not
haven't finished
sent-
my character sheet. You remember? I was
Honestly,
doing this
you
whole thing,
sent
and
me
I'm
your
like,
concept though. That's like the main thing
Oh,
that I'm asking
okay.
for. Your character
Yeah,
concept
that's
okay, slang.
and
I'll
like
get
your
a concept.
background, that kind of stuff.
Slay.
and
Yeah.
also,
Okay, cool. Mhm.
next week I might actually want to run like what Connor did last week for Pathfinder.
Oh, session 0?
I might want to run a session 0, or not session 0, but just like a primer for Lancer. I think that might be kind of fun
Ooh,
for the
yes.
people who are
Yeah.
interested.
Mhm.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. I mean, I'm starting a new job, so I don't know how my schedule will be.
Yeah, no
I don't
worries.
even know. Oh God, the silence is deafening.
It
But
probably won't need everyone. It just if
yeah,
people want to learn about
Mhm.
Lancer and how it differs, because it's a pretty significant difference, we can do it. I'll just put out a when to meet, and who is ever interested can fill it in. But it's dinner time for me, so I need to hop off.
Yeah.
So-
Thank you, as
eat.
always, so much for
Don't
DMing.
eat,
Yeah,
girl.
it's so much
Wonderful
fun.
time.
Thank you,
Yes.
Very
Spencer.
awesome.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Spencer.
Yippee.
All right. Goodbye. Good night, everyone.
All right, night, homies.
Good night.